Hey everybody, we are live. Not Cool in High School podcast, episode, I think 94. I think it's 94. We'll just say 94. Let's get our housekeeping stuff out of the way. There's water on my phone. How did I get there? Abaddon Tattoo Studio, unique professional experience nestled in the small town of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, and also Pottsville, Pennsylvania. They provide high quality tattoos and piercings in a relaxed, professional, and sterile environment. And we have some new ones. Yeah.
Wait, some or one?
Some.
Oh.
So we are now sponsored. Actually, no offense to Abaddon, but because I can't put everyone's logo up.
Oh, won't let you put more than one?
No. So I'm just
maybe you can rotate it.
Yeah, maybe we'll rotate it. Or for now, we'll just be fair and we'll take that off. Tree of Life shop.
Metaphysical shop.
Yeah, we'll just call it the Tree of Life shop.
Oh,
yeah.
They dropped the metaphysical?
It says metaphysical on the Patreon. We are dedicated to providing quality metaphysical and holistic goodies to you. Not only we have an online presence, but we have a brick and mortar shop located in Ringtown, Pennsylvania. We have something for everybody. So stop in, shop online, and see what you can find. Come grow with us. And they're going to be in 329 West Apple Street, Ringtown, Pennsylvania. You can head over to treeoflife.com, treeoflife.shop, and that's shoppe.com, or you get over to our new website, IWEP Network, to see all of these sponsors. You just go to the sponsor tab and it'll take you right to it. And our last one here, this podcast is powered by Poddex. We're sponsored by, so remember when I first started doing the interviews and there was a company just starting out.
Yeah.
And I ordered them because we had our box of questions.
Yeah, it was like how to do a podcast.
Yeah. Now they're fucking huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
And I reached out to them. I'm like, dude, you have an app and everything. So they're like so if you're a podcaster and you're looking for topics or questions, or you just want to have fun conversations with people, or you want to get better at interviewing or just have some fun, they have an app too. You can go to Poddex, search a Poddex app. And I believe it's like $5 a month, and you get like 20 some decks. They have a wrestling deck.
Wow.
They have they literally have a deck for every style show we do. Like there's a beer deck, a wrestling deck, a spooky deck, and a pop culture deck.
Oh, how about that? I remember it. It's pretty cool.
So so I reached out and I was like, oh, you guys doing sponsorship? And they said, absolutely. So Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Use code IWEP Network for 10% off your first order. And we get a little bit of a cutback for that. So if you go buy a deck, use that code, and we'll get a little bit of love.
And what was the code again?
IWEP Network.
There we go. Very easy to remember.
Poddex are the hottest new tool for podcasting. Looking to have more meaningful conversations. Our Gamify podcast. Shuffle up a deck, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddex.com and use offer code IWEP Network for 10% off your order. You can also head over to the IWEP Network webpage. We have a brand new website. It links you to every single show on there. What we ask you, I know we do call to actions all the time where it's like, hey, just go leave a review or just comment or say hi. And it's just like talking into the void. And it's tough sometimes. It's tough. It's a mental block I'm trying to get over.
Can't get into these free stickers.
Yeah, no free. We have a bunch of stickers.
Not for this show, but you can get one.
Not yet.
Yeah,
down there.
Yeah, that's our next order. It's not cool. But yeah, so go leave a review, and we'll read some reviews on the webpage, like during the episode. So if you go leave a review right now, I'll read it. Next episode.
One of us will read it.
If you are in the comment section too, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and go follow us on other web pages. Our websites, our link trees are there. It helps a lot more than you think it does, because we're not paying these companies to promote us like YouTube and stuff. So it everything helps. It takes a couple seconds out of your day, and it would be amazing. Today's topic is going to be Elvira, the Mistress of Darkness.
Mistress of the Dark.
Mistress of the Dark. Sorry.
The movie.
So it's her first movie she came out with. We're going to talk about it. We did a full topic on Elvira back in the day. I am not opposed to doing topics over again now that we have different equipment and different takes on how we do topics. So keep that in mind if you want to hear a topic or you want to if you want to hear a new one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Brain fart.
Or if you want us to watch something.
Yeah.
Yes.
We always have a hard time
absolutely
finding something.
If you have something you want us to review in the next episode. But the last thing we want to do is thank our Patreon members. It's $1 or $5, and it goes to help us grow. It's a monthly subscription. Right now we have no physical stuff for you for it, but it's just a general support. So we want to thank Tommy Borsrath, Tree of Life Metaphysical, Higher Than Other Words, Jay Horror, and Austin Blackwell. So if you want to join the Patreon, like I said, it's $1, it's $5. It's if you are big baller holler, you can do $1 million. You can do whatever you want. It's completely up there for you. We are looking at possibly another merch page in the future. You don't have to shop them all. The ones we get the best profit, I'll be completely transparent, is Teespring. So if you want to help us a little better, go to the Teespring one. Plus, I think the hoodies and stuff are a little cheaper than TeePublic. TeePublic might be leaving soon. They're really weird with their stuff, and you sell a t-shirt and I think you get like $1.50 per t-shirt.
Yikes.
And it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where the other ones we get like $2 or $3, you know? So we might go to Redbubble. Redbubble has all the same stuff as TeePublic, but more. Like the buttons and stuff are there. And then we have a lot more other stuff that's really exciting, like hats. And if you want a shower curtain.
Yeah.
Mini skirt.
Yeah, mini skirts, dresses. We do have a new logo that was made. I didn't get a chance to display it to everybody.
Yeah, I didn't even know if you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Actually,
Didn't you respond?
No, he didn't respond at all.
Oh, I did.
Son of a bitch.
I thought he did.
work was really tough.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Actually, I think I can.
We got a couple people watching us too.
Yeah, Daniel and Michelle. I've seen the names.
Yeah.
Dan.
I'll get to the chat
And
in 1 second here.
Missy.
We're just getting through this housekeeping stuff. But our new logo is Nikolai got inspired and made us a logo, so we want to thank him. If you are someone who makes logos, you can always send us your fun fan art, and we'll try to find a spot for it. But it will be on the merch page too. As soon as it's done uploading here, I can show you all. It's pretty fun. You want to tell everybody what's inspired off of or what you're going for?
So, the other day the Muppets Haunted Mansion special came out on Disney Plus, and I decided I was going to watch that. It's a lot of fun, and there's a couple of things in there, like if you're a fan of the ride specifically, that they throw in, which it's a nice time. But after I watched it, I was just doodling around, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I did a sign that kind of looked like the Haunted Mansion sign that's out front, like that oval sign that's on the brick. For those of you who are familiar with the park and how it's all set up. So I took the inspiration of that, but I'm also kind of like, to kill two birds with one stone, I kind of also made it Nightmare Before Christmas-esque for when they turn the Haunted Mansion into the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Cool.
We'll take the scroller off.
I don't know why I just made a face. You can't see me.
But there's the new logo, so you guys can support and grab that logo. It'll be up. Give us a day or two, but it'll be up. So that's fun. So there is something coming in the works as well that Tori's working on for us, which is really exciting. Cool. You'll really enjoy that. We'll start with. So I was like, do I want to? I was chewing and swallowing one of those candies. I was going to go news, or do you want to do what we're into right now? I think we'll do what we're into, and we'll let Nikolai go first because he wasn't here last week.
Wasn't here
last episode.
Did you watch Cruella yet?
So I did. I watched it. So I had to get my testing done yesterday because I'm going to be on set tomorrow morning.
I thought you were
I'm not. Can't tell you guys for what. But so
Nikolai's now doing porn.
I can't tell you if he's pregnant or not.
But I was like, I know I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, so I downloaded it to my iPad, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. I should have downloaded Elvira because I had a little bit more time than I was expecting. But I watched Cruella and I liked it. But I have to also say that I was not really super ever attached to 101 Dalmatians in any way. So that might be more of why.
I said as a movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But as a connection to the character, I didn't like.
Also, I agree. They definitely shouldn't have put that ending on there with the extra scene. Like it just didn't make sense.
Right. If they're keeping it separate.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
But I mean, I still enjoyed it as a film.
We were told as well by Nikki that
Vicky
that the books, I guess the villains books they do a lot more of that where they kind of like
she thinks maybe that's
not
what
make
they
them
were going,
as much
like
as villains,
Wicked.
but gives you more of a background of why they are the way they are.
Gotcha.
Like makes them more of like a good guy, I guess, not so much a bad guy.
Still
yeah.
Not a fan.
Anyway.
So yeah, well, where were you last episode? The fans, everybody wants to know where you were.
Everyone wants to know.
What were you doing yesterday?
And what have you been into? Well, you could double dip.
Okay, so last time I was not here because I was at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, it was a lot of fun. My favorite house was probably like the Beetlejuice house or the Haunting of Hill House. I got to do Hill House twice. So I do, if you are in the area of Orlando or in California, go check that out. But I believe the California one also has Halloween 4, which they don't have in Florida, which I'm curious about. But I got to hang out and do all the normal Universal stuff during the day. I got to hang out in Harry Potter World. I got my own robe, which I did not know they did this. They actually give you the option to sew your name under the crest.
That's cool.
And then they also have jersey type shirts there for each of the houses, and they're like the Quidditch jerseys, and you can get a name stitched onto the back. So I got a cabana stitched onto the back of my shirt just because my name and stuff is never on
Big
anything.
Cole Cabana fan.
Huge Cole Cabana fan.
Yeah.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Name Cole Cabana.
I know.
Gotcha. I had great fries while I was there.
Did you go to Moe's?
Moe's Tavern. So
that pop-up tavern that's going on? Is that
they have like a whole Simpsons section.
Yeah, so in the Simpsons section, what you're talking about is, so it's kind of like a bunch of restaurants put together where you walk through, but it's all built up. Like you can go to Moe's Tavern in there, and it's all like Simpson world.
That's cool.
Isn't there an outside too?
You go to Krusty's. Yeah, it's all like one building that you walk in through, and there's different sections of where you want to sit to eat. But that's really cool. And then they have like the beer garden across with the big beer statues. They have the Lard Lad donut stuff there, which is great.
Yeah, they had those at the Quickie Mart in South Carolina too.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's little ones, and there's one giant one that you can get.
Yeah, the one at Universal is huge.
I will say though, on my trip, this has never happened to me before. Rides broke down so often.
Oh no.
Boy.
So at first we ended up getting fast pass tickets because the ride broke, kind of deal. So we went through and tried to use those on another ride. That ride broke down. So they gave us those back. Then my parents weren't with us for the rest of the day. So me and my brother were going to use these other passes. So we go and we get back on one of the Harry Potter rides. It breaks down on us. And it's at the worst time possible. Because on the Escape from Gringotts ride, they show you a video on the screen. And in this case, the video happened and then the video like stretched out and the lights came on. But right after the video, your car is supposed to move forward slowly, and then they tilt you and then they drop you. However, the lights went on and we just sat there. So then as we sat there, the ride moved a little bit, stopped, moved again a little bit, and then stopped. And then it slowly started to tilt us, and we sat there for a good bit, and then they dropped us.
Oh my God.
So it was an interesting thing to ride that ride with the lights on. But then they gave us 2 new passes, and then we hopped over to Islands of Adventure, and some guy, because we were wearing our robes, came up to me and said, "Hello, fellow Slytherin. We're leaving the park for the day. Have these fast passes." We got like 6 more from them.
Wow.
So it was crazy. The good but bad luck.
Good thing you weren't Gryffindor.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah, they would have took your pass.
Yeah.
Punched you right in the nuts.
Now these rides aren't like real wild rides.
No,
right?
they're not
It's more
super
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
They're more like simulation rides where you
but
don't
it's not
really
like you're going
you don't really
loop-de-loop
leave you
and
don't really
stuff like
leave
that.
who you are, right?
Well, they do have a ride that is very crazy. The Velocicoaster just opened a couple months ago, and that ride is nuts.
Yeah.
Like you get in the car and they have these screens on the side of you before they launch you for this roller coaster, and you see the raptors from Jurassic World sprint past you.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you launch. And I forget what the time is, if it's like 35 miles an hour, but you go through half the ride at that speed, and then they decide you're not going fast enough, so we're going to kick you up to 55. And
doesn't the Aerosmith go from like 0 to 65 like real quick?
I don't
something
know
ridiculous.
exactly what the speed is of that, but yeah, I did ride that for the first time.
It's a good ride
on this trip as well.
I heard they might be getting rid of that soon.
So they have the guitar all covered up, looking like they're doing construction and stuff.
Maybe they're giving it a new gimmick. Like,
Yeah,
That's the rumor.
we were looking through all the merchandise and stuff because my brother really wanted something with Aerosmith written on it with the ride. No merchandise
Oh,
with
boy.
Aerosmith on it anymore.
possibly
So
the rights ran up.
maybe. Somebody said to me that it may be the Jonas Brothers
Ooh.
taking over the ride.
Ugh.
So
I
I'm
mean,
not-
in,
it'll do
in
good for
Disney
the
World, it'll do
kids.
really
Yeah.
well.
yeah. So I'm not sure if that is the case or not, but the guitar itself is covered up with construction stuff. and you-
Weren't they supposed to do like a Guardians of the Galaxy ride?
So that, from what I understand, is only going to be not in California. I think Guardians is going to Epcot. But the tower that they replaced,
In California.
yeah, that, from what I understand, is not getting replaced in Florida.
Good. 'Cause that one's awesome in Florida.
Yeah.
I love the Tower of Terror. The Twilight Zone ride. It's really cool.
No,
I will never ride
been
it.
there.
I've never been.
I
either.
appreciate that it's there.
Why would you ride it?
I cannot stand rides that take me up,
And, then
and I know
drop
I'm
you.
just going to drop.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in that either.
But here's the thing. You don't.
What do you mean you don't?
So when you ride it, you think that it's just an up down ride.
Yeah.
So when you get on, you're like expecting that's the ride. So then you go up an elevator shaft and it opens and it looks like you're looking down a hallway and these fucking electricity ghosts come at you.
Yeah.
Doors close. They open again. Something else spooky happens.
Sure.
Doors close. You're like, they're going to eventually drop us. Then you go up and the Twilight Zone starts playing and you're like, that's fucking cool. They're going to drop us. And then all of a sudden you go in and then you go like haunted house style through this whole
Oh.
floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then
They drop.
you drop.
Yeah.
But you weren't expecting to go move.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can appreciate that. I'm just not a big fan because I have this horrible butterfly thing that goes on and I flail like a nut job.
So
I-
my mom has like a bad neck and back and she can't ride those rides.
Yeah.
And she was like, that it was the smoothest drop I've ever experienced.
Okay.
that's fun.
Like
Well,
it's
then-
not like it's rickety. Like
Maybe I will give it a go.
Great game.
But I did go on the new Star Wars ride that they opened up, and it's a 20-minute ride.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, like you walk through this area, and at one point they're like, "You're no longer in line. You are now on this ride,"
Yeah.
and they put you in this shuttle, and it's kind of like one of those motion things. You're not really going anywhere type thing, but they have a big animatronic in the vehicle with you, talking to you, and then you get boarded by the Empire and stuff, and then they take you through and they question you. Like security comes up and literally questions you, trying to find out where the rebels are and stuff, and then you get rescued by the rebels and you speed through this whole big place that they have built. It was probably one of the coolest rides, and I hope that more rides are going to turn into things like that
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
it truly was a journey. And
isn't there a ride where you go up into a space station?
I think that's Epcot.
Yeah. You literally get
Yeah.
into a room and it's like a circle thing, and they're like, yo,
Oh.
buckle up, we're gonna launch you into the space
Yeah,
station.
that's
And then
Epcot, yeah.
the old floor opens and it shoots you up in the
Yeah.
sky,
Yeah, you
like,
don't go anywhere.
but literally you literally see everything go up and then you get into a space station. There's like a bar and restaurant and
that's
stuff
cool.
up there. Yeah.
That's cool. That it was
Now, is
long
this-
though. So like
you-
you stand in line for how long?
Do you have to
and
pay
then-
Yeah.
for each ride, or is it pay to get in?
No, it's
It's pay to get in.
Oh, okay.
pay to get in. The
Yeah.
whole thing's covered. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's neat though. But when you're in line for rides at places like that, like you don't even realize you're in line because there's so much
Mhm.
stuff to look at and do and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
It's not
Actors
cool.
are going by and you're looking
like-
for hidden Mickeys. There's a lot of tricks to keep yourself preoccupied.
That was the big thing with the Harry Potter rides for me because we had those fast passes and it was like I could skip all of everything, but I want to go through Hogwarts and I want
Yeah.
to see these different things. And
So while you're in line, you're going through Hogwarts.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Good idea.
Yeah.
Rather than just
So you're
Yeah.
standing in line waiting, but the
Yeah,
whole time you're
then
going
just-
through, you're seeing different shit.
right,
Yeah.
you they take you through the dark arts room and stuff. You go through the herb
They're tricking
garden
your mind into
outside.
thinking you're in
well,
line.
that's
So-
cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in
that's
line
cool.
and someone's talking to you.
Yeah.
Like the Tower of Terror, you're going through the hotel lobby.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're like, sir, you need your bags or anything?
Yeah.
And then you go into a library and then they play a movie for you while you're waiting for the next car. And then
Oh,
like, all right, go down this
Oh,
hallway.
Yeah, rather than just
Yeah.
standing there like it's an open.
Yeah. Yeah, just
It's
like-
really crazy, yeah. Let's go. We got here. Dan says is in there. Michelle's in here. Lynn Ward says hello. What's going on, Lynn? Yeah. So what? Anything else happened in Florida? Any other cool experiences?
Not in Florida, but switching over to another thing I watched the remake for Under Wraps. For anybody who remembers the original, if I'm not mistaken, it was the very first Disney Channel original movie.
Is it Mommy?
Yeah, it's about a mummy. These kids find this
Yeah, I did
mummy
see it.
and he becomes alive.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I
and
remember now.
it was a really fun movie, the original, and I was kind of curious, because this came out, and I'm like, I know what the original is and stuff. So I gave this one a shot because you know how they are with remakes
Yeah.
and
It's
whatnot.
like hit or miss.
But this one I actually enjoyed. I wasn't super like attached to the original, but this was still a pretty decent film.
Yeah.
For
Anthony Cabana hanging out with us on YouTube. What's going on, Anthony?
Was that Unwrapped like the kids show the mummy how like 90s living is or whatever?
kind of
Like,
like
whenever
they
it
take
came
him to
out.
the party and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
I know. Like I at first when he told me, couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And now it sounds a little bit more familiar. But I don't know.
Anything else?
Like Encino Man, but for kids.
Kind of, yeah.
And they find a mummy instead of a
Actually,
caveman.
speaking of Encino Man, my autograph from GalaxyCon from Brendan Fraser arrived today, and it was for Encino Man.
Oh wow, how about that?
So that was a good time.
Yeah.
I would have.
buddy.
If I can have a choice of a Brendan Fraser autograph, I'd go
Probably
Airheads.
sure. Oh,
Honestly, there's too many
I love Airheads.
for me. Like
Mummy,
I like
I-
the mummy probably.
yeah.
George of the Jungle.
I like Blast from the Past,
What's the one where he was a caveman?
Encino Man.
Encino Man.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know if I've seen that one,
Oh, I
or
really-
maybe I didn't. Just
I
I
really
just remember
like
the trailer.
the cover art for it, which is kind of why I got it. It's
Brendan Fraser was. I'm a heterosexual man, but I'm very confident to say Brendan Fraser was a good-looking man back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, not so much now.
Yeah.
Not much
listen,
now.
he's coming back into the spotlight though.
Well, hopefully he can
Nah,
get in shape.
I'm excited. that
hopefully.
he's, back in the Hollywood eye,
Very
getting
cool.
roles.
What are you doing?
He's putting
Uh-huh.
stickers on
A
stuff.
new sticker.
Let him go.
Okay.
Leave me alone, Heidi.
Okay.
How about that Encino? I said Encino Man. You get something from Encino Man. What's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time anyone's talked about that or any
I'm gonna
Pauly
have to
Shore
look for it.
movie?
'Cause I don't think
I don't know. I love Encino Man.
I don't
yeah.
know why I always thought it was something else, so I never
So did I.
watched it. I
Biodome.
never watched it because I
Um,
thought it was some other.
I remember
something
seeing
else.
I
that
seen it back
trailers
in
and
the
stuff
day.
for it. Yeah.
Pauly Shore and his buddy find a caveman.
Yeah.
And they got to show him how the early
And-
90s work.
Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I saw it when I was little.
It's,
I watched a lot of weird things I probably shouldn't have watched when I was little.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean Astin?
Sean
I
Astin.
can't remember
No.
Pauly Shore's buddy in that. And then
He was in Stranger Things. He was in the Lord of the
Sean
Rings
Astin?
movie. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
his best friend in it.
Any other movies or reading books or playing video games or anything like that?
So I read Berserker, the first
Okay.
volume of that. There's definitely so the Berserker, for those of you who don't know, is the comic series that Keanu Reeves
Oh.
has come out with.
They just use his likeness, or did he help
He
write
writes it.
No, he
Oh, he
helps
writes
write
it.
Stuff. Yeah, yeah. It was really cool. He's 80,000 years old. So there's a lot of ground
Yeah.
of
Speaking of caveman,
story and stuff, which is exciting. But I don't feel like if I would have read it as like the first comic just by itself, I don't know if I would have continued because they don't give you a whole lot.
no, there's not. It's kind of like here's a little bit to hook you, and then find
Yeah.
out next month.
Yeah, you're on your own.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would suggest, at least if you're like me, wait for the volume to come out. The volume 1 is out. So
Yeah.
it's like the first 4 comics in there. So it's a little bit more information than you'd get if you went,
You know what we should do? We should all pick like a comic that's if it's not out, it's like still new, and it's not like a comic that's super
Yeah,
popular.
like Berserker's only, I believe issue 6 will be coming out.
What I'm saying is
maybe
like
7.
you go to a comic book store, be like, I need 4 issues or 3 issues of this comic, and this will be like our show comic that we read
oh,
One and
Actually-
month to month and read.
Yeah,
No,
but
'cause I think
funny-
it'd be fun to collect it. Like we have the
Oh.
entire
Oh, okay.
the entire run as
Okay.
like a podcast.
because I was going to say, funny enough, I ordered these, it was like $25 and you get 25 random comics
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
from DC, Marvel, and they had all a bunch of different things. I don't know what years they're from or any of that kind of stuff.
Probably all over.
But I'm curious to see
Hey, that'd be cool way to get.
what
Yeah.
is all going to be in there. And the only reason that even popped up is because obviously the anniversary a couple weeks ago, or well, maybe a little bit longer than a couple weeks ago for 9/11
Yeah.
happened. And I didn't know this existed.
The
There
silent
was
issue.
a Spider-Man
Yep.
comic, that had to do with 9/11 and like
Oh.
why wasn't Spider-Man there to help save the day
Why not?
and all this kind of stuff.
It was really
And-
fucked up. Not fucked up, but it was like a sad issue.
So I got a graded one.
Oh, wow.
I've never read it. I think it's a piece of history and
Yeah.
comic
There's
history.
the
that-
silent one, and there's
should
one where they
be-
talk, and they kind of, they had to kind of make sense of why. Well, this happened in the comic world. Where were the heroes at? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Which is it's a
It's a
fascinating
good thing,
story.
but then you're like, well, how do you handle that? And
Yeah.
were they all fighting Galactus or something? Like,
But so what we'll do is we'll do some research, or we'll kick some ideas around, or you're the comic book savant, so you pick one out for us, and every time you go, just grab like one that's not super expensive, grab 4 issues, and
well, they usually the going price is $4.
Yeah. And then we'll or even if
maybe
we just
it'd be
do
best to do like a miniseries one that's only gonna be 5 or 6 issues.
okay. It'd be kind of cool though. What if we catch on to one like a Walking Dead early?
No, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never
And
know. Or that something's killing the children.
Yeah.
Like about the girl who can see the monsters that are actually
or
killing
like
the
a
children.
saga where
yeah,
it's out how many
Saga's
years
coming
now?
back now.
Yeah.
Issue 54 or something like that. It's coming the end of the year.
So we'll figure something out, and we'll pick a comic, and we'll read it, and like we'll read it week show to show, talk about it a little bit. That'll be a little comic.
Too bad we
segment.
couldn't do it with Last Ronin. That would have been perfect.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
And how many issues was that?
There's one more left, so it's 6 total. Or 5 or 6. I forget.
Wow.
If it's only a 6-issue run, we can still do that
Yeah, I
one.
mean that one's $8.99, but I mean it's about we'll get the trade.
It's really good.
Wait for it
I
to come out.
finished the third
That's
one
where
the
Yeah,
other
it's
day.
fantastic.
there's one Ninja Turtle left. The rest of them are all dead.
Yeah. And then the dispense is who is the Ninja Turtle left. And then you find out, and then you find, well, how did he get there?
Yeah. I'm into it. Well, when that last issue comes out and the trade comes out,
Yeah, it comes
grab
out.
me one trade, and then
Okay, yeah.
I'll
So the
split with
trade
her.
usually comes out a couple weeks after the last issue. That
Okay.
trade will probably be altogether maybe $20, maybe
Cool.
a little bit more because they're oversized, they're a little bit bigger
Yeah,
than
they're
normal
like big
comics.
magazines.
I'm gonna buy a real
style.
fancy hardcover because I really like it.
cool. Yeah, we could do that. We'll get like a weekly issue, and then maybe once a month we'll do.
Yeah.
I know you want to incorporate more comic books into this.
Wait, we don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If
No,
you
I
wanna read
want to.
something.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I want this show to be something that challenges us, like something we get into something that's not technically something we'd be totally into, or like
Okay.
are trying something else new out. Like that, the whole idea of the show is like we're at a lunchroom table, we're all bullshitting us, and I'm like, oh, you play this game, or did you read this book? And
Well,
like,
did you want to do that? The Me You Love in the Dark about the girl that's fallen in love with a ghost, the horror movie.
sure,
One? I mean, you'll have to. It's
Yeah.
issue 3 just came out. I can get them all.
all right, do that one.
Maybe that way Heidi will be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, well, the whole thing is she
It's
doesn't do
really
it.
good.
Yeah, she'll.
I
do
would
the
read
job.
it
It's really
anyway.
good. They're easy to read, and it's not real talkative. You know, so some comics there's like tons of words. You're just like, oh, enough already.
Yeah.
So like, you know, if you're not a reader, you're like,
So it's like a book.
they are, yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
I don't,
This
I don't
is
need a picture book. I just want pictures.
Yeah, and then
and
we
it's
just,
pretty good. I can get all the issues except for one. It's a little hard because it's worth money.
Yeah.
I can get reprints.
yeah, I'll reprint. Fine. I don't have to be the.
Maybe we don't have to do that. We can pick. We'll decide after.
Yeah, and then we could maybe every now and then grab a trade or a graphic novel.
Yeah,
and
trades are good when
read
they
a
come
good
out.
graphic novel.
Yeah, because
I'm
Image
good
a lot
with
of times
whatever.
does trades when they first come out.
I want to start reading more too.
The introductory price of $9.99 instead of like $16 or $14.99 to try and get you hooked on. Because let me buy the first one. Okay, the second one's 12, and then it's like 14. But
Yeah,
it's easy. Oh, it's only $10, 5 issues.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get that.
yeah, that'd be fun. And if you guys listening, like I said, I always ask people to ask stuff, but you guys, you're not gonna. Let's be honest, you're not typing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna type shit.
Yeah, I mean maybe
Maybe the live people will, but like the people listening back, we see the numbers. You're listening. You don't say nothing. We get it. Listen,
not
you're-
much of gymnastics with Akira. What?
Yeah, that's the one girl,
Doesn't it say Ariana?
Ariana.
Oh,
She
okay.
goes to PPW, big
Oh,
Christina
okay, yeah.
Marie fan. That's
Yeah.
her mom.
Oh, okay.
I thought
I
you
thought it
meant
said
Ariana
Akira. 'cause I
Grande.
couldn't
I
read
was
it
gonna
from
say
here.
we got Grande on the line.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a future independent women's champion.
Oh, she wants to wrestle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
definitely does.
Yeah.
Um.
Couple more years.
Yeah.
A couple more years.
All right, Andy. What do you been doing?
I bought Metroid Dread.
Oh,
Came out-
yeah.
I ordered. You know how Amazon first, you pre-order it, guaranteed that day. I didn't get it that day. Got it the next day. So
Fuckers.
yeah, sons of bitches. First, it's like we don't know when it's gonna come. It's late, and it might come. If it doesn't come by the 10th, call us or
We've
whatever.
had
and we'll-
some of those lately where they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
it's
like,
supposed to be next day, and
but
then we don't get it for a
But I
couple days.
pre-ordered it, and you said it was guaranteed in the day. Like, should I get something? Anyway, I got it. It's very hard. It's the hardest Metroid game ever. It's so
very
hard that you die over and over, like Dark Souls kind of, because there's like these areas where there's a robot chasing you, and if it grabs you, you have one chance to dodge and get away, or it just kills you immediately. So it's like, and like you're so underpowered in the beginning. I think the high difficulty is going to scare people away, and then they're going to say, "Hey, don't play that. It's too hard,"
Mm-hmm.
and then it's going to hurt sales, and they're
Yeah.
not going to make another one because
Wow.
it's too hard right off the bat.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like 10 hours in the game and then it's hard, okay, I get it. But if I'm fucking dying 1 hour in,
How did you stick with it?
yeah, I tried. I was like, I'm gonna try to do
Usually
this.
when it's hard, you're
Yeah,
check out.
I wanted to quit, and then I thought I
I'm
got
not good
stuck.
when they're hard.
I'm like,
I
where the
give
fuck
up.
do you go? I was watching videos like, what the? This makes
I
no
would
sense.
I would love to put a camera in a room and watch,
Yeah.
watch you play video games.
I get pissed off at that one.
I
And
know.
the fucking robots just get. I'm like, I just want to kill it. And that's why I hope there's New Game Plus. I'm like, oh
Do they give you actual instructions on
no.
how to do it?
No.
No,
or is
so
it like
it's
that
like-
Star Wars game where it's just like, go
Yeah.
figure it out.
Well,
Yep.
it's,
Well, I don't
it's
like those.
assuming you played old Metroid. Like when you get the item, it tells you what to do, right? But it's just like, here you go, do do do, and then explore the world.
Have fun.
I don't like those.
Oh, you gotta fight those robots. Well,
I
too
don't
bad.
like
And then you like there's this robot when you save and it'll tell you stuff. And it's like you do not have enough power to destroy them. The only chance is to run away. The only chance for survival is run away. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But when you go into they have zones they're in. They can't leave the like area. When you go in, it could be right there. Might be on their side. You don't know. It's random.
Oh,
So like you go in the room, you're like, oh, it's right there. Dead. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, come on.
Anthony says, "Have you heard of the new Rock Band DLC coming this Thursday?" I did not. Let us know. Let us know in the chat what it is.
They make new Rock Band DLC?
All the time.
He's
Oh,
like a
wow.
rock band
Yeah,
champ.
they're like
Oh my
pretty
God.
much not.
Wow.
They're not making any more. They're just gonna keep adding content.
I
Which
didn't know that.
as a Rock Band fan, I'm fine with because I don't play for a while and then I jump on and I'm like,
And then you see
Ooh, new
Anthony's
song.
list.
Yeah.
yeah. And then
I always see his post on Instagram. He's
yeah,
killing
well,
it.
no, me and Anthony are in like a band on there.
Okay.
Like you can make little.
Have you even
factions.
played in a while?
No, but if you go on and play, you earn points. But he plays so much that our band earns all these points, and I'll log in and like I unlock all these new guitars and outfits and stuff. I'm like, Anthony's killing it.
I haven't played
He's
that
like
game
rock
in-
star status.
And then like, I don't know if he does it on purpose. This is just the way my brain thinks. Is I'll go into a song and I'll be like, oh, like I'll sing it or I'll play guitar on it, and I'll like new high score you beat, and it's always Space Jam, and then
He
I'll
beats
like
you.
3 minutes later, like an alert goes off, like yo, someone beat your score. He triples it. Yeah.
But he's played
like
all day.
He's like, oh fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck
No,
that.
he was actually probably in the middle of the thing when you finished yours
Yeah.
and was like, oh, I can't let him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know they made anything for that. I thought that John was dead and buried.
We
I
every now,
haven't played in 10 years.
we used to have like, I would like to bring it back, like Rock Band party nights where everyone just comes in and we sit around
was
and play.
fun. The problem was they just gave us too much. And it was just like, hamburgers are great, but if every day someone gives you two, eventually you're not going to want to eat no more.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, the last Rock Band was really fun. And the Guitar Hero tried to change it all up and it sucked. And then Guitar Hero just stopped. Like
What?
Guitar Hero went away from the traditional buttons and made a whole different
Oh,
controller.
really? Oh,
and
wow.
It just
I
didn't,
didn't know
it didn't
that.
land at all.
Oh, yeah. They tried to make like a real one, eh?
It wasn't real. It was
But I-
just instead of being like
Wasn't there 8 buttons or something? Or
Yeah,
I
so
kind
it-
of remember.
each button had like this side of the fret, this side of the fret. So instead of the
Oh.
buttons going down, it was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
that's
6.
what, yeah, to make it
That's
more
too much.
complicated.
I can't even do that orange button.
Yeah,
You remember there
yeah,
was-
you need
there
to
was-
set-
Rocksmith, where you plugged a real guitar
Yeah.
in. It didn't go over too well.
A lot of people really, really like it.
It did. I played
It's-
a little bit, and it was a good training to
It's,
actually learn to play guitar.
It's a pretty popular stuff on YouTube as well. Like Crowbot's in it.
Really?
They had
Yeah,
Crowbot
one song.
songs.
Oh,
And
how
like
about
there's a
that?
video of these little girls from China. playing,
Oh
like,
yeah.
and they're like fucking jamming on it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. All right, here we go. So this is it's a week of cover songs from Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and I can't remember the third band. Oh, that's cool.
Is it Green Day? Because they just did the
Yeah.
Yeah,
concert.
Bill-
Billy
No,
Joel did
he told me it wasn't, that they
Oh.
missed that opportunity that they should have done.
like the Hell and Mega tour.
Oh.
yeah, but
Because Billy Joel did a cover during pandemic of I Think You're Alone. I Think We're Alone Now.
okay.
And it was really
Yeah.
good. It was a
That
good
was good.
cover.
The artist, Billy Joel?
Yeah, Billy
No.
Joel. Billy Joe. Sorry,
Oh,
Billy
okay.
Joe
Not,
from Green
not
Day. Joe.
Not
Joe.
Piano Man.
No.
No.
Green Day. Billy Joe. Yeah. Did you play any other games or watch anything besides our topic?
No, not really. It's just Metroid Dread. I don't have much time. I'm trying to paint my comic book room.
Yeah,
Try
I
to
see
get
you
everything
painting
within.
all over your hands.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I had it. That was rolling. It's gonna be blue and red and yellow, Superman / Captain Marvel colors,
Oh, nice.
and the other one is going to be Galactus colors. But I did submit comics. I got my first 9.9. How about that? And it's
Very
super
cool.
rare.
Very
What is
That's
it?
awesome.
Lady Death Moments. It's called. It's basically just an art book, but it's like a cool.
What does
peril
that take
cover.
it up to?
Okay, so it's a mystery box envelope. So it was Kickstarter.
Unless you want to talk about comic prices.
Yeah,
Some,
yeah. well,
some people get really upset about that.
yeah. Hey, it was a mystery envelope for the one Lady Death Kickstarter, right? So it's not a main book. It's like a bonus book you can get.
Yeah.
So the mystery envelope costs $50 or 40 or 50, and you get a random book. But there's always like there's 10 of these, there's 40 of these. So there's 50 of the one I got. That means there's 50 in existence, and that's it.
Mhm.
It says Sun K. That's the guy who drew it. He's like long Middle Eastern name, and it's a Lady Death called Pearl Edition. Looks like it's made out of like metal, but it's not metal, and it's like a cool painted thing, but it's like kind of hard, like the cover. So usually harder covers are more durable. And my first one was all fucked up. It was like banged. It was bent and everything. I took pictures and I sent it back. And Coughlin Comics, as we do it, said, "Yep, that's shipping damage. We'll replace it for free." They said, "Here's a shipping label. Print it out. Send it back." And I paid done. And they sent me back 3 copies, and one was a 9.9.
Wow.
Well, they weren't great. I sent it to CBCS, who that's the place to go to. Fast pass, you get it back in 30 days. Unlike CGC, who has had some of my books for almost a year.
Yeah.
Well,
it's horrible.
We haven't gotten the Berserker ones
yeah,
back yet.
and that was fucking April, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's like a Keanu autographed, right?
No, not those ones. But it's the first comic of the series.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And
And he
they're
has like 4 of them, and my last Ronin was last November.
Wow.
That's insane.
So here's a funny thing we should.
There's like nothing I can do.
What if they don't ever send it back?
Yeah, I know.
when we find a comic book that's like that we pick and we get to read through, and hopefully we strike gold on like
Encino Man.
on the next brand new hot comic that
I'm gonna
comic
look for it and watch
that turns into a fucking
On my
movie or
Blu-ray.
TV
You
show.
never know.
Like, but it'd be fun to have like the collection of books that we read on the show, like how we talk about a topic, and then
Yeah.
we like kind of like obsess about the topic for a little bit. We go buy a movie of it or a merchandise of it. It's always fun, like the Invisible Man T-shirts from Fright Rags, because it was a topic on the show. And
Yeah, it kind of feels more like it's more like yours.
yeah, and I think it'd be cool to maybe build up a little comic book collection amongst all of us. That's like stuff we've talked about on the show. Like, I think it'd be fun. But like, and we get our first issue, and then we get it graded.
Yeah,
like, it's even though if it never kicks off, it's like
it's
just
still cool.
just in case. You know,
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
So the Lady Death, the particular book I got, was going for 200 non-graded. That's like if you just look at people resell, because there's only 50. Well, there's 49 because I didn't sell mine. Well, the damaged one, I don't know if that counts. Like now there's 48. So I sent it to it's 9.9. So 500 at least, probably 700.
Wow,
That's insane.
that's awesome.
I was like 9.9. I also sent out the first appearance of Rogue and the first Miss Marvel. Well, not her appearance, but first as Miss Marvel, like first issue. But I didn't get as high on them. I got 8.5 and 8.
It's still good.
Still, yeah. Still, we're talking over 100 a book. So, but that 9.9 made up for it. It's like, holy shit, first one I ever got.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and then by what, 4 submissions in CBCS?
Mm.
So that's who to go to though. 30 days, pay for Fast Pass. And I joined the membership, so everything's a little bit cheaper. So I think it would cost $25 to get a book rated, something like that.
Oh, nice. So I don't have much to talk about, so I'll go next, and then I'll let you finish it off for that spot. So I have downloaded a bunch of games. I just haven't a chance to play them because I've been helping a lot with wrestling and
I
stuff.
got the Castlevania collection, the Advanced collection.
So Kevin, we game share. So he picked up Far Cry 6. So that's downloaded, ready to go. I'm going to play that one. And then because it's spooky month, I downloaded a couple spooky games.
Costume Quest?
I downloaded The Evil Within.
Okay, never
I
played
downloaded Resident Evil Village.
Don't like it.
And something else. I forget what it was. But I downloaded like 3 spooky games that I had on my thing that I never played.
Spooky games.
Spooky.
I'm trying to think of usually they run like a sale. It'll be like October horror month.
Yeah.
Like it's all like Silent Hill and Resident Evil and stuff like that. And like I like Costume Quest. You're little kids. It's like a light RPG, and you go trick or treating, and you get candy, which is your currency, or it's a monster, and then you fight the monster, and that's how you do battles.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I didn't get a chance to do much watching stuff. I only watched our topic.
It's hard when you don't have time, man.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
tough.
about
I want
it.
to make more of a thing, but this weekend was really tough.
Yeah, I
but
want to watch that new He-Man cartoon. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's very good.
I have 2 movies on my DC animated or DC movie collection that I have. I try to collect a lot of the DC movies. I don't have a lot of the older ones.
Didn't
but
Long Halloween come out?
yeah, I have both of those. I didn't get
Justice come out?
I did not. It did. It pre-order comes out for the 24th of this month.
Okay, so it's not out right.
But that has to be on my list. And then Suicide Squad comes out October this month too. No, the new movie.
Oh, okay.
The movie?
Yeah, the one we watched.
The one we watched, just the one with John Cena.
Oh,
Yeah.
it comes out.
Yeah,
like,
because
So
Black Widow is also on Disney Plus now.
Yeah. So there's two movies I have to DC ones I have
Yeah, I
to
wanna
order
see
to keep my
Injustice.
collection. Yeah.
Long Halloween, a lot of people said it's like this classic Batman story. I read it. I was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
The art's not very good. I don't think it's very good.
The concept's pretty neat though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. I mean, you're reading.
We have a comic book coming to us soon. Is it this month or next
Butts and
month?
Seats. So how about 2020 was selling copies of that New York Comic Con? I was like, but that's not. But I Kickstarter. Where's mine at?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had them up there to sell. I'm like, fuck.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know. So I didn't get to go to, not to cut you off. I didn't get to go to New York, but my friends went, and I gave them some money, and I said, get me some stuff. So they did not get the Tony Schiavone. I did get a mystery box from this artist named Sora Sung, right? She does like all these hot chicks and everything. And they you don't know what you're getting. It was $100, but you can have a chance to win like a metal cover or all these different variants. But there's a lot, just like now 8 comics or something in. So they open up at her table so she can sign them. And as they open the box, she's looking at it and goes, "He has all these," because she knows what I order.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't have all of them. And she goes, "I feel really bad. I think he has all these." And they're like, "We don't know. Even though it has that one, we know he has that one." And she goes, "Well, I'll make it up for him." So she drew on the one comic. She drew a sketch on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
So
I talked to her today. And I said thank you and stuff. So
That's neat.
that's really cool.
That's awesome that she knows you
Yeah. Yeah.
well enough to be like,
Hey, that's
he has
something,
it.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
So the artist,
Yeah.
as they're opening the box, goes, "He has this one. He has that one."
so because she knows you
Yeah.
like by
I think
name.
she had
'cause you-
yeah. I'm friends with her Facebook. Sent her a Christmas card. Past couple years, I got the sketches. I don't know if you've seen that.
What book is this?
She's a bunch of different books I'm talking about. One's called Aurora. That's her one for Kickstarter. That's her one, Aurora. It's like a superhero book. And then she has one called Carnal Confessions, I believe. It's kind of like more like an S&M type book. She writes and draws that one, and then she writes, but she doesn't draw the Aurora. She just does the outside art, the cover art, right?
Okay.
But anyway, she does like other covers. Like she had Vampiro one was in the box.
Oh wow.
Some other book, the Miss Meow or something, just random weird people get her, for covers. But it's cool. Then I did get a Vampiro cover in there. I was like, oh shit, I don't have that one, and I
Yeah.
don't have this other one. So it was cool that she did that.
That's awesome.
And I got a print of Pikachu as Loki, as the Loki variant.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it up there. I was gonna take a picture and bring. I was like, oh, I'll bring it. I'm like, ah.
Take it and put it on the Instagram.
Yeah,
We need
it's really cool. It's done by
Yeah.
Greg Horn.
we need more social media posts. So yeah,
That and then I got another book by another writer that I'm friends with, Greg Elise. I think I can't pronounce the last name. I'd be mad if I heard it. And then it's a Stronghold. It's like a superhero book. It's pretty good.
Cool.
Like, again, he's like too Andy, my boy. And it's like that's awesome. So I
Yeah.
wasn't there, but at least I got a couple things.
well, before we get into your stuff, we have something we can joint talk about. We went to a convention this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the office, the official fan.
Office Super Fan Festival.
There
Nailed
you
it.
go.
It was good. So all right.
The weather was nice for sure.
Was it in Scranton?
Yeah.
It was. Yes.
It was right outside of Scranton.
Well,
What was it?
technically Scranton, right?
Is a drive-in technically Scranton?
What was the
I
town
think
called?
so. I think it was Scranton.
What's the town right outside of Scranton?
Old Forge, Dunmore.
Dunmore.
Okay, Dunmore is that Dixon City.
Oh, it might.
A lot of them towns are real close though.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's
It
like
might have
right on the
technically
out-
been Dixon City.
Yeah, that's okay. Not a big deal.
It's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. It's the highway, Scranton Carbondale Highway, because there's the Circle Drive-In Theater.
The Circle Drive-In Theater, which is really cool. It was a drive-in, pretty cool looking theater. It's a drive-in. It's like on a hill. It's weird. If it rains, I would be nervous to be in a car there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the weather was really. I didn't know. So it was supposed to be last year. So I bought the tickets like a year ago, like
Mhm.
2 years ago almost.
How much was it? Do you remember?
I can't
$50
remember.
a person
Something like that, I think.
for
but
3 days.
Oh, for
Yeah.
3 days for one
No, no,
day?
no.
It's pretty steep. For
One-
3 days,
yeah, there was
1
3
day
days.
each. Yeah. So it's a
so 150 person.
I think so.
Oh
no,
my!
no, it was like a 3-day thing, I think. Oh,
Oh,
I
so
can't
that's
remember.
like a
I can't
3-day
remember because I think you could have bought for like a day.
So let's say a 3-day pass was $50.
I think something like
Okay.
that. I can't remember. But then there was also like a Dundee's award that was like separate if you wanted to go
went
to
a
that.
Dundee's
Yeah,
party.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But so I had printed my tickets out before and then it got rescheduled and I didn't reprint the tickets
Mm.
because I didn't know the venue changed. So we ended up at the mall.
Oh boy.
And then-
I don't think
Was it the
No
mall
one
at
there.
Steamtown?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like empty, and I was like, good thing everyone's real responsive because they have like a group like fan page or whatever. So like
a
I put
community,
on there,
a Facebook
I was
community
like,
page.
where are we supposed to be? And like people messaged back like right away. So
That's
that
awesome.
was cool. But it was good. The weather was good because it was outside, which I didn't know.
Oh,
And I was like,
jeez.
oh, I hope it's because Saturday was a little sketchy.
Yeah,
but
outside con that
Yeah,
technically a flea
it was
market.
nice.
Yeah, definitely. So when I got there, literally, this is not trashing. I'm just telling you what we experienced. Friday was very, very light. Not a lot of people
Very
there.
Light.
Um,
But it was
usually
Friday,
the-
travel day. People
A
work.
multi-day con, usually the first day is like that.
yeah. We literally did everything there was to do
Eh.
in 15 minutes,
Oh boy.
and we're like,
That's what I thought about that con. It's like, I don't know how much will be at an office con. you know?
There was some vendors which were cool.
I wish, and this is. I mean, we're just as much as fault as everybody else, but like nobody like day one that was there interacted with anybody.
Really?
Like there was all like they had a cool idea where they had a bunch of tables with board games and stuff. Then people
Yeah.
can sit at the tables and like play games with each
They
other.
had like signs for like
I mean-
what was the game that they played at the garage warehouse sale? Dallas. That's Dallas. or whatever.
That's cool.
So they had signs like that, and then they just had like board games
But I mean,
everywhere.
random board games is cool, but what the fuck does it do with the office?
Well, they had like office
A couple
trivia.
of them were like
and-
office.
yeah, there was
Yeah,
office
yeah.
themed ones.
Office was
Um,
the Cards Against Humanity and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like nobody, like we didn't really talk or meet
Yeah.
anybody. And then we walked by this one stand, and I was like, "Oh my god, I know those shirts." And she goes, "Well, how do you?" He goes, "Well, I'm like, they're the ones I want. That
Great.
are the
Another shirt. I
Man.
said.
the wrestling shirts, but they're like nice collared button down shirts, but you dress nice, but you
Office
still
print. Yeah.
you still have like your goofy shit on it that it's the
All
nicest.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they're called Roosevelt, and they're out of Hoboken, New Jersey. Did not
Oh.
know that. They have now they like we're big fans of Fright Rags here. We're big fans of there's another fucking t-shirt company we show love to all the time.
Shirt Punch.
Sure, no.
T Fury? I don't know. T
I don't know.
Public?
No. I'm having
Cavity colors? I don't know. Just go
I
through
like
car
pro
merch?
wrestling
Yeah,
tees.
pro wrestling
Pro
tees.
wrestling,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So they're very similar to that. Well, they have contracts. Like they have WWE contracts. They
Mhm.
have TV
So
shows,
they're officially
movies,
licensed.
officially licensed stuff. And they're button-down shirts, and they're really,
Mhm.
really nice. Like they're like super soft and silky, and they usually go for like $65 a shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they're nice. They're nice
Yeah.
quality. And they're like, "Yo," I was like, "Oh shit!" Like you guys are the actual rep. And like, yeah. So I got their information. I wanted them to come on this. I want them to come on this podcast so we can do like how we did a shirt Fright Rags thing. We can
Mhm.
talk to them. So I have the contact information. So hopefully that will be an episode coming up very soon. And then you shot a basketball, and if they literally shoot, like just keep shooting.
Yeah, they
Just
were
keep shooting.
giving away.
Oh, you
shirts,
shoot a basketball, you get it, you win a shirt. But if you keep shooting, you win a shirt.
You want
Yeah.
a shirt. So
Yeah.
they literally gave out
tons of shirts.
t-shirts.
Oh,
Like they
that's
probably gave
cool.
out thousands of
Yeah.
dollars worth of free
Oh,
t-shirts.
hey, that gets the word out. Then
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
I
I'll
have
buy one. You know.
I got an extra large and I got a medium. So if it fits, I don't know if are you an Office fan?
I'm an Office fan. I'm not a button-down shirt fan. So if
Yeah.
someone else wants it over me, they
Yeah,
can have
so
it.
I have a medium Roosevelt shirt. The only thing is
What's on it?
It's all of the when they played basketball in the warehouse. So it looks like NBA Jam,
Oh, okay.
but it looks like basketball cards with all of them on
oh,
it.
that's cool.
Like this is the Dwight card,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Stanley card. And they gave all of them away, which is really cool. I kept the tag because the tag's actually a sticker, and I put the sticker on the table. It's
okay.
the white one right
Did you
there.
get the other one that I put here today?
Yeah,
the one you were
Jim.
looking for.
Fax machine's on my.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Jim and the fax machine are on my chair.
I got you.
But yeah, and then they said tomorrow we're gonna be bringing a brand new shirt that isn't gonna go on sale online until a week or two. Like
Mhm.
today's day is the first day we're gonna sell it.
Mm.
And I came back the next day, and it's the fire alarm opening, a cold open where
Okay, yeah.
Dwight fucking fakes a fire, like
Yeah.
he literally
Yeah.
lights the fire in the office,
Smoking can
everyone-
save lives.
and everyone fucking loses their minds. They took all the best scenes, cartoonized them, and put them all over a shirt.
Save
That's cool.
Baxter.
That's on there. Yep. And then the cat falling back
Yeah.
down through.
Yep.
Yeah. So I bought that, and then they're
Saturday was a lot better.
Yeah,
There was a
a
lot more people there.
People were more interactive. People were hanging out.
And there was
Yeah.
a trivia, which was packed. Like everybody was there under the tents, like
There
playing
was, like,
trivia.
there was three
like,
teams
legit.
No, wow.
that did not
that
get a question
tied.
wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
They
Wow.
literally three
tied.
three rounds of 15 questions.
Yep.
All 3 rounds
Holy
perfect.
shit.
It was cool.
Well,
And
I-
then it was funny too, because like there was like one or two questions that the guy asked, and he was like reading off of like like I don't know if it was like a trivia game or something, and somebody was like, "Nope, that's not right. That's not what happened."
I bet
Yeah.
people take the office pretty seriously.
oh yeah.
It was serious. Like
There's a-
everyone was ready. There was like people who they were like, "Do you want to be on our team?" And they're like, "No."
And the funny thing is,
They should have.
there was a couple there that was like, "No, we want to do our own." And they're like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah."
And the other
And
people won.
they almost won.
Really?
The people that were like, "Be on our team," like,
Yeah.
we want to do our own thing. And the people who said they want to do our own thing,
Yeah.
the people across from them who
Yeah.
invited to play with them,
Yeah.
almost won the whole thing.
yeah.
And then each vendor gave everybody a free item off their
Oh,
table.
that's cool.
Or a couple of the vendors. There was a couple I think that weren't even there.
So like
other
Roosevelt
places.
gave you another free shirt. They
I-
gave then
yeah.
the next stand gave a free pop.
I
or
think
something.
they got Dundies too.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
gave
cool.
them Dundies.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a business up there that it's called
Cooper Seafood.
Cooper Seafood,
Oh yeah.
and
I
they
know where
really
it is.
they really lean into it, and they have a whole bunch of office merchandise inside their
Yeah,
gift
right
shop.
down from where the old Backbreakers school was.
Oh really?
Mhm.
The fucking food's awesome.
I never had it. I've never eaten
good.
anywhere. Really
Expensive, but it's good.
I have one beef. There's a TV in the men's bathroom and not in the women's bathroom.
Get over it. We
Use the men's bathroom.
we ate sharks.
Oh, wow.
We
Shark
actually
bites.
ate shark bites. That was good. But the con, the con.
It
Go
kind
back
of
to,
tastes like chicken.
I was gonna say like our tuna.
no, it tastes like chicken.
It
Okay.
tastes like
Yeah.
chicken with like a fishy texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, the con. Everybody was a lot more personal day too. Like we got to meet people
there
and
was
talk
more
to people.
People were
Girl we met there she's working on both her legs, fully covered in office references.
Oh,
tattoos. Yeah,
Yeah. It's fun. It was a really good time. We got to meet some cool people,
pet some sheep.
pet some sheep.
Moses sheep.
Yeah. We met the. I mean, we didn't pay for autographs, but like there was really no one there, so you could like walk up and like say hi or whatever.
Yeah.
But the girl who played the stripper was there.
Okay.
The Asian guy in the warehouse that was also a heart surgeon.
P-Day.
Oh yeah.
P-Day.
P-Day.
And Moses'
#1 heart surgeon.
Moses' cousin or
No, he was the
The one that runs all the time.
elf in the
yeah.
the nightclub episode.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's only in
Not
the
elf,
last
but
couple
yeah.
of seasons.
he was Ryan's like
Ryan's buddy or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And then there was a guy who did the legit Adventures of Jim Halpert book, like the comic book.
Yeah.
He was
They
selling
wanted like $50 for that.
for the actual
Get the
comic.
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
because
and
we
then
were
he
gonna
had
get it, and then I was like,
God,
ooh.
$50 for his comic, and then
Oh, thank you.
he had like a variant like one
Yeah.
cover. I was like, all right, how much can the Adventures of Jim Halpert comic
Yeah.
be? And
You see $10 at the moment.
it was I was like, that's too much. And I was like,
That's-
what's it for him to custom draw? It's like, oh, it's like $250 or something. I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like Comic-Con,
Who does he think he is? Because
I don't know much about comics, but I felt like that was high.
it was $50 for the comic.
Yeah.
A lot of them comics, like I said, that I buy, all their books are publisher, like what he's doing the same, and they're like $10. If it's $50, it's a metal cover or some
Yeah.
crazy cover, not
I don't.
And then he was
the
selling
normal book. Like Greg's book was $5.
he was
So,
selling
like,
Jim Pops that were autographed by
okay, that's cool.
by what's his name? But
By Mr. Fantastic.
yeah, Mr. Fantastic. Hopefully soon to be Mr. Fantastic.
We just got cupcakes delivered. Just saying.
What?
Mindy baked cupcakes.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
I
one of her
I-
students was sick, so she baked cupcakes to like do.
I got the vanilla ones. They're very good.
What's it called? I can't.
I ate them.
Well, they're outside.
Fundraise them.
She just dropped them off. Yeah, fundraiser.
Yeah. They're vanilla
That's the word.
cupcakes. Did you get the vanilla ones? Is that?
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. The 4
Um,
cupcakes, real nice. Yeah.
nice.
And she plugged in my Halloween lights for me when she dropped those cupcakes. So,
What a good
'cause
girl.
I forgot to plug them in, and I asked her, and she did.
Nice. But overall, the con was good. We did not stay for Sunday. I went to the sanctuary instead.
It was a lot of the same.
Not a
things
con that you
going
would
on.
have to do multiple days.
So Brad said that like he tried to talk because Brad actually worked for the paper company
Yeah.
in Scranton,
Yeah.
which is like they basically offered her.
The
And he-
paper company.
And he's like,
The-
he's like, why the fuck didn't we just like after like we get done work at like 4:30, we should have just cleared the warehouse out, and it's big enough that the whole con could have fit in the warehouse.
yeah.
Like they
that
could have
would've
done a
been so
legit
cool.
office
in a
party
warehouse.
They don't
in
wanna
the
make money,
actually office warehouse that the
Maybe
show.
they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know they could do
The
that.
fucking owner's kid was doing commentary.
Oh, really?
That's why they introduced him like that. Like his dad owns the
Oh.
paper company,
Oh, the comedian guy.
Yeah.
The Dundies. Yeah.
and then
Maybe
like
he didn't.
the
say
side of the
anything.
building is where that big Dwight mural is on
Yeah.
their paper company
Oh,
building.
I
I
didn't
may
get
have
that.
gotten a T-shirt for free.
Oh, well.
Oh.
It's one of Brad's work shirts, and it has a hole in the armpit. He goes, "I have an old one with a hole in the armpit. It's an extra large. Do you want it?" I said, "I do."
Oh, Brad wait.
wrestles.
Brad that
oh,
wrestles.
oh,
So
I'm
I
thinking that
have the legit
Danny-
Scranton official paper company.
The guy's name is Danny something because I kept thinking, what's his name? Danny Cordray.
Yeah.
That's what it
So next
sounded like.
next office con, I'm gonna wear the legit.
There you go.
office
You can get
shirt.
that sewed and fixed.
Yeah,
Too legit to quit.
type.
Yeah.
tighten up.
The second day was a lot better. The third day there wasn't much different. Like everything.
a
was
yard
the
sale.
I heard
same.
that.
Yeah, there was like a warehouse garage sale, like
yeah,
in the,
yeah,
and
that's
I think
cool.
another trivia, and I think that was really it. They did a couple other things that night. Like I think they played the movie.
Oh,
what is it?
They played Threat Level
Midnight.
Midnight at
Yeah.
midnight,
and there might have been
on
a couple
drive-in.
like fan videos that they were playing too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I
like
heard
that.
Stanley backed out though.
So
Something happened. No one's really sure.
now
what
they're
happened.
saying he didn't come for health reasons.
Oh,
Oh.
But the
Poor
whole
guy.
day of
I
the
was wondering
show,
that too.
they were like, "Hey, Stanley said he missed his flight. He'll be here tomorrow."
Stan Lee was there.
Yeah, yeah. And then they dug him up. Then they
No wonder he was not.
Well,
there
like
for
they
health
said he missed
reasons.
his flight or the flight was delayed or
And then
something,
they
but then they
just-
couldn't get a hold of
then he just
anybody.
ghosted them.
Oh, so who knows?
Well,
You never
not
know.
him, his handler
his
people.
agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never
So then they don't know if it was them.
So
they're,
then,
like,
of course,
ripping him off or
because
something.
because
Maybe
that
they
one
know.
that one character didn't show up, everyone's on this page like the fucking whole thing was a disaster. Like
Yeah.
it
a
was
lot of
all-
people are
that's how
saying good
people like
things.
that.
though.
but like a lot of people like literally people drove from Oregon, drove from fucking California.
Seriously, flew from Oregon.
People
Yeah,
like and the guy who ran the whole thing,
Yeah.
wasn't he from? He came up from what? Like
I don't know what he does for a living, but this dude, he's got some money,
Mhm.
because he buys on-set worn clothing.
Yeah.
he has
like,
a
I've
van.
he-
seen all that. Yeah.
That's not necessarily true. Expensive.
It could be.
He
rented,
had
too.
the animatronic Leonardo from the Rock and Roll Ninja Turtles movie.
Okay,
Oh, he had the suit from.
is that the Turbo
Jingle
Man
All the
suit
Way?
guy
Yeah,
and
Turbo
stuff?
Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he owned
So
the
that's a bit more expensive.
he had tons of
Which
scripts.
didn't look as big
but-
as I thought it would be for being Arnold's.
They
suit.
do sell like if
Yeah.
you want an idea of like what certain things go for, you can go to a place called propstore.com. And they are one of the world's biggest prop houses that you can buy stuff from, which is where I got my Paul Rudd seat backer. But they have props like
What's
from
the
all kind of movies, TV
bad
shows.
guys from Jingle All the Way? The trash.
the Demon Team.
He had a demon team costume.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know what it
Turbo
was, so I didn't
Man
take a picture
dog.
of it.
I know what
He
it
had the prosthetics from the Tall Man from
From Hill House.
Hill House.
That's cool.
Oh,
And then he had the dad's clothes. He had a bunch of like and Angela's
Other
clothes,
outfits.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
Angela's outfit.
a couple
stuff
other ones.
from Van Helsing, some stuff from Ninja Turtles. Like he had
Supernatural,
Donatello's.
like steaks and stuff.
Yeah, steaks
Okay.
from Supernatural. He had knee pads and elbow pads from Donatello and Ninja Turtle 3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
That's
that's
cool.
the worst one. I guess if you had that stuff, why not
The rock and roll ones,
Kind
yeah.
of doesn't make sense. Yeah, it looks crazy. Well, that was that
I
It's
never
like a
saw
rock
that
show.
one.
that wasn't a movie. That was like a special straight
Yeah,
to
it was-
DVD
it was
thing or
awful.
VHS. Yeah, it was
He has a
awful.
Leonardo from that.
I mean, that's
Terrifying
cool.
looking.
Yeah.
So and then he had like you could tell that like he was probably looking forward to Stanley because he had like all of Stanley's suits from
Oh,
Happy
yeah,
Time Murders.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So he had all of
You
like
keep saying Stanley like Stanley.
That's not
Stanley.
like
Stanley.
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 He's been out of
Yeah.
commission for
'Cause
health reasons for a
Yeah,
long time.
yeah. There's Stanley and then Stan Lee.
Yeah. So it was really cool, but unfortunately he didn't make it. But it didn't for
Maybe
me.
they have next one. They'll get somebody.
For me, like,
Yeah.
but I'm also someone who doesn't care.
I
like-
probably wouldn't. I would just be like, "Oh, Stanley."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't got a picture with him.
Or you
We might have-
you
we
walk
were
up. I
gonna
mean,
get
we
an
were gonna get an
autograph.
autograph because
Yeah.
I bought a pop and I was gonna get him to sign the pop. So now I have a Stanley
Because he
pop.
was
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Get out, stutter.
Yeah. I was
We
gonna write-
should now that like it's over. I almost do regret not like
Yeah, we should.
stopping to see the other two people.
I told her, I said, let's go get autographs of the other two people.
They're
And
probably
she's-
cheap.
And she was like, no. Like literally, if you got your picture with the
she had the
stripper,
big check and
she
everything.
had the big check for science
Yeah, that's
for
cool.
$340.
It was probably $20.
It was pretty
It
cheap. I
was.
think they were both like that.
could have gotten the
Dude,
picture.
and
Yeah, they were so nice and personal. And
Yeah.
then they came to the Dundies Awards and were just like hanging out.
hung out.
Like
He did his whole speech of, then I killed the Yakuza
Well,
guy.
only-
Yeah.
they asked him if he wanted to come up, and they were like, they read off some Dundee Awards, like
Yeah.
the real good funny ones, and they asked him to do it, but he needs a translator. So he
Literally,
was having such a hard time
The
doing
award,
it.
the award was what, like
I don't even remember
the
what
hot
it
stuff
was.
award or something, and he had
Something.
he couldn't read it.
He couldn't do
So
it.
he was just up there. He was up there ad libbing
But
and
the-
riffing and being funny.
and then someone was like, "Can do the speech?" So then he did it. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
He did the whole
Cool.
speech, and then like at the like both the people who were there went around and like hung out with everybody.
She was like doing shots.
she
of people.
fucking
Wow.
she got hammered. It was great. She fucking added me on Facebook the next day,
That's cool.
and I didn't even have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
just
the
because of-
stripper from The Office.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
came in the group chat and I was like, "What office do you go to that they're just a stripper?"
I need that. I need to be hired at that office.
You don't know yet.
I mean, that's bottom of the barrel. It's still cool.
She was nice. She was super nice.
They were real
Yeah.
friendly. Like it was cool.
Mhm.
The Dundee Awards were pretty
All the people
cool.
who ran it were fucking cool.
There was a proposal at the Dundee Awards.
She bawled her eyes out.
Mm.
I didn't. I cried. a
I would have
little.
said, "Don't do it."
It was cool.
I was
do it.
well. They encouraged everyone to heckle the entire Dundies.
It
Oh,
was
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Like the guy was like a comedian.
Yeah.
Everyone's like yelling and and that's what she said. So you're supposed
Yeah.
to like try to like get one, and he's like, you only get one bad one.
Yeah. If you say if you say that's what she said and it doesn't count, or if you
He's
use the
like,
same
then
one
you're
somebody
done.
else did and it doesn't work, you have 3 and then you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was good though.
I would go for one day. Just
It was
to-
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. I would definitely if they did it again because of the hard work the people put into
I think
for it.
probably
I
we'll
would-
get maybe like a Meredith or Oscar or maybe.
Mhm.
oh my
a couple
god,
of them.
Meredith shows up. I'm there.
I was
Meredith
real-
and Creed are my favorite.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed because I expected more like vendors,
Okay.
which I thought would be cool because I like to see like all that
Yeah.
stuff and like
Arts
people
and
do the
crafts.
arts and like
Arts and crafts.
I thought there would be a lot more of that, but there wasn't. I think maybe there was supposed to be because they had like another tent set up.
It might have been.
So maybe
it was-
people just couldn't
Maybe
make
some people
it.
are like, oh, it's outside.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people probably couldn't make it because of it getting changed.
Yeah,
It was supposed to
right.
be like
It's supposed to be in-
July or something
yeah,
last
and it's
year.
supposed to be in the mall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like maybe people just I know a lot of people could make it. The people we did trivia with bought their tickets from somebody that couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. I mean,
And then we were at the West restaurant. This is the last story, and then
Cooper's.
we'll move on. But Cooper's,
pizza
and
Alfredo.
they had
I
Two-
remember the joke now. Remember we were talking about some joke and it went right over my
Yeah.
head. I remember you showed me something and it was ghosts like booing.
it was Ghost booing a guy like boo.
No.
And he's like, "You don't scare me," and they're like, "Scare you? We just hate you."
It went right over my head.
I don't get it.
And then I had to explain her the joke, and then when she got the joke, she fucking had an aneurysm in the restaurant.
That's funny.
Yeah. But there's two pops, two office pops. Now I'm not fully going back to my pop collection, but if there's some, I'm like, all right, I'll get it. There's only two in the office I want
Okay.
that I really, really want.
Most.
No, I want Creed,
Okay.
but the Chase Creed.
oh,
I don't
is
own
it
a
blood
Chase.
all over him?
He has blood all over.
Oh,
him.
that's cool.
And I was like, I want the Chase. I'll never get the Chase.
Yeah.
But I want the Chase.
Might not be much money.
$100 at the gift shop.
Yeah, let's see.
I was like, fuck, right? Hold, don't look it up yet.
Do you know the answer to what it's worth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then I go and I see the other one I want that's literally there too.
Okay,
And it's like $80. And it made sense because it's a 2-pack. And it's them as the rappers. The Scranton
Oh, that's cool.
the,
Yeah.
the Scranton Boys.
Prison Mike.
Well, no, it's called the Scranton Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there is a Prison Mike one though.
Yeah. So I go on eBay. We leave the restaurant. I go on eBay and I can get the Chase Creed and the normal Creed. And there's another one where he's eating beans, which is it's a variant, but it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And I got the first edition Creed and the Creed Chase together
Muffins.
for $60.
No, I bet.
So I
There you
got
go.
a first Chase coming in.
And they came with
So-
cover cases, right?
And they came with covers.
Oh wow.
I will say conventions, depending on where you
But
go.
this
Yeah.
is the restaurant.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, they
they may have also upcharged because the convention
Yeah.
was
Probably.
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
that could be too.
Always check eBay first and see what the going
yeah.
price is.
Fucking restaurant smell like Up Dog.
Up dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is.
What is up dog?
What's up with you, man?
Okay.
How did you fall for that? It
So,
was in the
what's up,
show.
dog?
Yeah. No, I thought it was something that smelled. That's
No, like what's up, dog?
Yeah.
What? And then you're like, what's
Oh,
up, dog? What's up
yeah.
with you, man? There's an office joke.
The
Anyway,
comedian
it is?
tried to do that.
Yeah.
When?
Okay.
Jim gets Michael with it, and then Michael thinks it's the funniest thing ever.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
going around
I
trying to get
forget.
He's trying to go around and get everybody else with it, and then he can't. And then he's like, he goes, "What's up?" And then someone goes, "What's up?" He goes, "I don't know what that is." Oh, what's up with you, Doug? Oh, and he just walks away.
I thought up dog was one of the medical.
I'm so happy that went.
stimulants they
I'm
have.
so happy that happened, just the way it happened. And then I got the Scranton Boys for also like $50 on
There you go.
eBay. So I got both, and it also comes with a protector. So I got the two pops.
I forgot you got that one too.
You always get a protector if it's especially if it's a pricier
Always
pop
protect
because the
it.
pop itself is kind of flimsy.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, Heidi.
Yeah,
We're really
I
late in
I
this show.
squished Stanley a little bit.
Well, listen, we only do these shows 2 episodes a month, so we'll go a little longer.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. All right, go ahead, Heidi.
Okay. I don't know where to start now.
Okay. And she just faints.
Crickets.
I am reading The Godfather, which
Oh,
I
part
started
1, 2,
reading
or 3.
the first one. I'm reading it.
I didn't.
Shut up. Anyway, I started reading it a while ago, but I was also reading something else, and then I kind of just dropped off. But I'm back to it now. It's a tough read because it's really tiny print, and I'm blind.
It's a lot of words per
So
page.
yeah, because it's like a little book. But anyway, it's good. I want to try and read all the books, and then I want to like
Oh, boy.
watch all the movies because I think I only saw the first movie. So there's that.
Is it a long? Is it like a big old thick
It's
book?
not that big, but like it's all tiny print.
Oh,
So
okay,
like
yeah.
it's a lot. I spent the whole day watching Final Destination movies.
Oh my!
Can't do it.
How many is there total?
5.
Okay.
So I think there was supposed to be 4 because the 4th one was the Final Destination. Now it's the Final
the
Destination
really
4.
final destination. The even
So
more
I think there was
final.
only supposed to be 4 because it was the final.
What's the one where the guy dies in the gymnasium lifting weights? That's my favorite.
That's the
death.
first one. No, wait.
Hey,
Like part 2.
we're at Final Fantasy 16. Just want to let you know. So keep making the final destinations.
I think they're funny movies.
I think it's 2. Wait.
And he's in a. You ever like in a when you played sports or high school football or anything, and you go into the
It's
gym.
2. It's the
everyone's
it's the
just
roller coaster.
screaming while they're working out.
Oh
like,
yeah,
That's literally
showing
what
off.
they're all doing.
So like they did the whole trope in the movie,
Well, it's
and they're like
in
banging the weights,
college,
banging
yeah.
the weights, and then the team's the sultans.
Yeah.
So they had these 2 sultan swords,
Okay.
and then the screws.
And
come
of course, the
loose.
swords were totally sharp
yeah.
because that's what I do when
They
I
cut,
display
yeah.
weapons. They're
They're
fully
sharp.
ready to be used in battle.
So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the whole gimmick was, that they're actual swords, and then we're just they're up on the wall. So
And the guns were loaded.
the
that are up on the wall.
screws come loose,
Oh,
and the
God.
swords swing down, and
Yeah.
they just like swing right behind his head, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "What?" Like,
And well, then he's all like, "You can't kill me,
he's like, "You can't
Mom."
kill me," and then he goes to fucking lift the weights again, and the weights are like these fucking.
It's like
swing
one
up
of those
a-
that swings
yeah.
like up.
So when
I don't know.
when
I
it
don't know what it's
swings
called.
up, it fucking just smashes his head together and
No.
pops like a
They like
watermelon.
fall down.
So
'cause
when
they
the
cut
swords came down, they
cables.
cut the safety cables.
Oh,
so
okay.
when they only go to a certain thing, so he just hit it and it went.
You know what would
Yeah, no
happen
thanks.
if they cut the safety cables?
They wouldn't lift up.
They wouldn't
right?
move.
But it was the funniest.
Anyway.
It's the funniest death because he's like, ah, ah, and then his head just pops like a pumpkin.
Yeah, that's the second one I think was roller
Remember
coaster.
then there was the one where if you watch the DVD, you can pick, does this person die? Does this person live?
What? Oh, I don't remember.
There was like an
which one it
interactive.
was.
They made an
Oh.
interactive movie version one.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that was.
I'm
but-
done.
Interactive Final Destination.
So I watched them all of them.
Which one is your favorite?
The first one, the first 3 are the best.
I like the bridge one.
The last one. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
bridge one the
No,
best.
As I was
first one's good.
watching it, it seemed
First
more familiar.
one's a
but-
plane.
First one's a plane.
Second one is a roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Third one, I don't remember.
Hang on, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know, but the last one tied back into the first one, which was pretty cool.
What, you mean the whole movie's about the plane?
So every movie,
That's the accident that
the every movie there's
they
a
survive.
there's a dramatic event that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what the movie
Oh,
does.
I thought it was just like Phases of Death, where you just
Mm-mm.
it's just random scenes of people.
no,
dying.
they like escape death.
Oh, okay.
So in the first one they're about to get on a plane,
Mhm.
and she falls asleep in the plane and she wakes up.
No, he falls asleep.
He falls asleep in the plane, wakes up, and then during his nap or his dream, he first
It's like a
sees
premonition.
he has a premonition of
Okay.
the plane going to crash. So he's like, "Yo, we need to get the fuck off
He
this
starts
plane."
freaking
He
out,
starts freaking out, and then all of his friends are like, "Well, fuck, we have to go with him." So
Yeah.
they go
or they
make sure
start
he's
fighting.
okay, or
and
And
they'll
they get
fight.
hit by a bus.
they fight.
Yeah.
There's always one of the people that is like the tough guy. And he's like, "What the fuck, man?" They start fighting.
It's the same premise every
Every
time, but it's,
time.
they
There's
change
always
the scenario.
one.
How much
There's
more
always
can you
one who
really
wants to
do
fight
there?
the other person.
Yo,
and-
tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Don't tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Then they get kicked off the plane. So 2 people who didn't care now they're
angry because they had to get kicked
there's
off.
6 people
Yeah.
who get kicked off the plane.
Mhm.
As they're in the air, fucking plane explodes in the window, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Then of course the cops come in and they think that this person did it because they knew it was
so
going to
then,
happen
so
every
then
time.
death starts to go after them in the number a seat they were in.
Okay.
How they
so,
were going to
so
die.
in his brain, he had the premonition of the window exploded. This person got sucked out. Then
Yeah.
something happened and cut this guy's fucking head off. Then this guy, and then the way they would have died in the thing. So if they had their head cut off or the photo of them had something, it was like a little hint of how they were going to
Oh,
die.
okay. Now is there a big bad? Is there Michael Myers in this?
It's just it's
Mm-mm.
all it's hidden. It's like
Oh,
a it's
it's
like a
just
it's like a
there's death.
spirit. You don't
Yeah.
actually see death.
Oh,
So like
okay.
Like sometimes there's like they notice like a eerie wind blowing and they're
But
like,
there's never-
"What?"
or a song
or
This
like
is
a
clearly the
shadow.
bad guy.
Yeah. So there's usually like a song, like a couple of them.
So
have,
we
like,
could do a spin-off
song.
movie where we show the villain and it's the villain killing people.
Yeah. But
An invisible
it'll be
man.
super cheesy, like the swords, right?
Yeah.
So the swords are mounted by these screws, and then like death just kind of just unlooses
But some
the
of
screws.
yeah,
So
but
like, you'll just see the screw like
So death is
slowly-
only killing people that.
they
or
were
that
supposed to
escaped him.
die.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the only
But-
thing they never answer is why did he give him the premonition in the first place?
Right.
Why did they get the
Yeah,
premonition
Yeah,
to survive?
Yeah. So who's
Yeah.
doing that? Who's the good guy? And if death's after him, and he's gonna get them, how do they get away from it if he gets them anyway? And why does he have to do it a second time if he would have got the first time? Who's stopping him?
The person with the premonition ends up being the reason that these people aren't on the plane that crashes.
Then why don't they get a second premonition if death is still?
Some
gonna
of
be after
them,
him?
sometimes they do, but
Doesn't make any
sometimes it's like
sense.
an eerie.
Michael Myers
like-
makes sense. Okay, it's a killer. Just
Yeah.
kill people.
Well, some of them they do get premonitions again,
Because it's
but
if,
some
if
of it's
your,
like an eerie,
if
like
it's your time to die,
feeling.
you don't get out of it.
Yeah.
So they never really explain who gives the premonition to help them in
Yeah.
the first place.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But Jesus doesn't. It's like, well, listen, man, I gave you the
But
premonition.
some of them,
Now it's gonna
of them
be 10 times
aren't
worse.
like a full premonition. It's more of like do you ever get those like random like feelings like something's not right here?
Okay.
Like it'll be like that, and they'll just
Yeah.
be like
The movie's entertaining because the cheesy tropes.
Yeah.
And then it's hilarious to watch how
And
they
that
die.
Yeah.
was out the same time like Scream was popular, right?
No, way after.
Oh, was it?
Like
the first one.
2005,
It was like
2000.
I thought they were out in the 90s.
No,
The first one was like 2000, I think.
Really?
I remember
don't
watching them
remember.
in high school.
I did hear though, speaking of Scream, that Scream was actually originally supposed to be titled Scary Movie.
Oh,
Which
well, how
would be
about
Yeah.
that?
Very confusing.
Yeah.
That would have been
Well,
They
that-
would have deleted Scary Movie.
Well, that scary movie would have been Scream.
Maybe.
so that's
Scream
my
movie.
other thing.
The trailer dropped.
The trailer
I didn't see it yet.
For
I
what?
did.
The new Scream.
It's gonna flop.
It was 2000, the first one.
Oh, wow. How about that?
It's gonna be horrible.
Don't say that.
Well,
You know-
okay,
you know
so there's
why?
a lot of people who didn't like the fourth
No,
one
no, no.
either.
I love Scream.
I love it.
I'll tell you why it's gonna flop. What is the release date? The release date is January 14th. January is the month that movies go to die.
Oh no.
So that tells me it's over.
but
If I movie they could do good in January, it's a Marvel blockbuster.
I have never seen
Or-
a movie survive January.
but here's the one thing I have hopes for: the director, the guy doing the producing, and like the people who are part of the
Mhm.
project, all have been coming out saying like, "You're gonna love it."
Okay.
Like they're
That's
really
fine.
confident in.
But
the
But I
product.
mean, they're not going to say otherwise.
Yeah. Would you
and-
come out and say, hey, this movie
I mean, I
come
have
out?
high hopes because
Not
it's
too
like my
good.
favorite, but
There's-
like
there's
they're
some
not going to be
movies
like, "Ugh."
that when they do promotion for it, you can just tell they're not into what they're
Yeah,
doing.
but they're never
Yeah.
going to say anything negative about their own movie.
Sometimes they do if they know something that actors know when they lay
Okay.
when they lay the stinker.
But they recorded those and then a release date was put out.
Mm.
Would be my guess.
Yeah.
And said, "Oh, the studio has no faith in us. We're going to January. See you guys."
I'm excited.
How is
for
how is
it.
Halloween Kills doing right now in theaters?
It's not
It didn't
out
come out
this
yet.
weekend.
Is that this
Oh,
weekend?
this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How about Ghostbusters? They pushed it back a whole year, but they
Now
couldn't
it's
move it up
November.
1 month.
Hmm.
You have a Ghostbusters movie and you're not coming out in October? You're going to wait
Yeah.
till November?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like
Maybe they
19
didn't want it October because Halloween's coming
Fuck
out.
that.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
would you
probably
watch
why.
both?
Yeah,
See?
but some people won't. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
But I mean, there's some people that are like, yeah,
I don't know why
the people
they
that
do
would probably
anything
go see
they do.
Ghostbusters probably want to go see Halloween. But I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a lot of people that watch both.
Halloween's coming to Peacock then?
Yes.
Really?
Wait, after or when it?
I think it's the first day.
Wow.
Oh,
It's exciting.
It's not.
I like
Well,
that.
HBO is
excited.
still, Max can still get movies.
Yeah, this is the last year for it.
Yeah.
yeah. All the Final Destination movies were on HBO Max.
We're talking new movies.
What
All of them.
what
were
are,
on there.
let's run through what else you got because we're getting a little long.
That
here.
was it.
That's it. You didn't watch it or do anything else?
I watched those movies all day.
How about that girl got cast as Pinhead? I don't know her name.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
upset.
female Pinhead.
Like,
I-
doesn't really matter.
Oh,
it
and
doesn't
people are
matter.
upset
Was
that
Hellraiser that much of a classic?
People are
No.
probably upset that because I think she's
A female.
transgender too.
Oh, is she?
Oh,
people are so mad because Superboy is gay with Damien.
Well, no, he's not gay with Damien. You got it all wrong. See, that's what happens with the internet.
I thought
You
it
see
was a
something real
picture
quick?
with it was him and Damien.
That's what happens with the
It's
internet.
Jonathan Kent came out
Oh.
as bisexual.
Okay.
There is one of the Robins, which is Tim Drake, came out as bisexual. They are
Nothing
not
wrong
with
with
each
that.
other. See how things get spread on the internet?
So who's Superboy with?
Nobody. He's just. I was. There's
Ryan
Who was
Solo.
who,
issue.
who were
It was-
kissing in the photo?
He was kissing a pink-haired guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it for me. And the screen.
I made a
trailer,
comment on comicbook.com that said, "Oh no, a superhero doesn't fit my political and religion agenda. I'm going to comment about how mad I am,
Yeah.
even though I haven't bought a comic book ever in my entire life." I said, "Do us all a favor, save yourself the comment. Like, save your like you weren't
Just
paying."
move on.
You
yeah.
weren't
They
paying for
just wanna
comics
argue,
anyway.
though.
You just want to come in this to spout how much you don't like the fact that they have to make a character gay while you rub it in our face. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because there's no gay people
Yeah,
anywhere.
shut up. It's so
No-
stupid.
Nowhere.
It's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing. Anyway, cool. I'm glad Superboy's gay.
Yeah, Scream was
Or
my last thing.
bisexual. Bisexual.
Scream was my last thing.
Okay.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I like Scream. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite.
We were I posted about it today, I think, and we were talking about it.
It's weird. Growing up, I was a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
mhm.
And then as I got older and rewatched them all, I was like, man,
Can I hold up for you?
they're comedy movies.
Yeah.
Well, the first one they
Most
tried to be
horror
scary,
movies
and then
are
when
funny,
they found
though.
out that people more like the comedy more, then
Yeah.
they went.
And then the
direction.
one I like the most is the one that's universally hated the most.
What's the
Which
new
one's that?
Nightmare?
New Nightmare.
That was
Yeah,
serious.
that's my favorite.
I
I
like
like
that
the
one
new
the
one.
best
It's Craven.
because they made Freddy
Oh,
scary.
wait, no,
yeah.
no. We're talking about totally different movies.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
You said. What are we talking about? Are we talking
It's
about
not called New Nightmare.
No,
It's called
no, no.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, hold on.
No,
So we're all talking about separate things. Well, me and you were talking about one thing. She's talking about something else. She's talking about the remake. We're talking about Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
I like
with
the remake
Nico,
too.
Oh, I thought you were
Dylan,
talking about
where
the
Freddy's
remake.
in the real world.
Yeah, Freddy
and
is
Robert
a
Englund's there and stuff.
Freddy is
Okay.
a real a fake
I thought you were
character
talking about the
who
new
then
one, the
becomes a
remake.
real character, and it's all based on Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it has like Hansel and Gretel.
Oh,
vibes.
yeah, because he has the breadcrumbs and stuff.
Furnace.
Yeah.
And they're actually,
Furnace.
speaking of that, there's it's either Indiegogo or Kickstarter. They're doing Dylan's New Nightmare, and Miko is back as Dylan. I got to talk to him a couple weeks ago when I saw him at
Nice.
New Jersey Horror.
Actually, I want to do that another Kickstarter thing for like a comic or something. I
There's
really,
plenty. I just gave to one.
there's so much fun when
Painkiller Jane.
when you see it all fucking hit its goal and you get all the bonus.
Yeah, you get the
stuff.
free stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, Valentine Bluffs, which is the one that I kickstarted and that I'm going to have a part in, they released as one of their things a comic book for Valentine Bluffs.
Oh, cool.
So I got 2 of those so I could get one graded.
There you
So I
go.
think that might be
Nice.
something of
Yeah,
interest
yeah.
later.
You got a little
That's
connection
cool.
to it too.
Yeah.
Read that.
I'm just trying to think of any other news. I know since we've been gone, the Sora announced for Smash Brothers.
That's exciting.
A lot of people really want Sora. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like Kingdom Hearts, but I don't get the
Yeah.
connection. Like I really like Kratos, but like I don't need him.
I
in
think the
every game.
reason
you know what I mean.
that they pop for it
Oh, no.
is the because Sora is a connection between Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy and
being in the
Disney.
game, and then it opens the door for Disney to work with Nintendo.
See, I
Oh,
feel
see, I
like
don't know what that
that's the
is.
only reason they chose Sora.
Because
They
of
only
Disney?
had 3 options.
Because Sora's technically a Disney character.
Yeah, he's both
Right.
basically.
But they weren't going to introduce Disney and they weren't going to introduce Final Fantasy.
Now, does he have any moves that like Donald and Goofy come out and help him real
I
quick?
doubt it.
Yeah.
But Cloud and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy were already in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
were they?
Yes.
Okay. Then I have no idea why they chose Sora. I just thought because Sora's a middle ground between those 2 worlds.
you
that
think-
they were like,
I was like, why him? Like, okay, you're a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but why do you want him in Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
I don't.
I'll play it.
Did anyone see the Venom 2?
I did.
Oh, did you?
Did you hear about the end credit scene?
Don't spoil it.
No,
Tom Hardy said, "Don't spoil it."
you could spoil it because I don't know when I'll ever watch it. Unless did you?
I
see
mean,
the movie?
it's
I
not
did
really
see
a
it,
huge
yeah.
spoiler. Like,
Did you
if-
like the movie? I
Uh,
heard it's like the first one. It's okay.
So
It's enjoyable.
I liked the first one better, but I feel like you can only do so much with Venom
without Spider-Man.
without Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
I won't spoil it. I won't say it on the air because it's still new. I'll give a grace. But I didn't see it. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't think
care
I've
enough,
seen
so I
the
looked
first two.
online what it was.
Yeah.
It's
But-
cool.
It ties in exactly
If
what
it's
you
not
wanted. it to.
Spider-Man, then
It's-
anti-Venom.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Spider-Man. But it's this.
What if it's Tobey Maguire?
So fuck it. It's not really a spoiler. If you're fucking following the Marvel movies, this is not a spoiler to you.
Watch the after credit scene.
He in the after credits, he's sitting in a hotel room.
Venom.
Tom Hardy
Hardy,
and
yeah,
Venom. They're not together, but he's talking in the room with him.
Okay.
And the news breaks,
Mhm.
and it's like, I don't know, a big fucking explosion happens outside, like a big
Okay.
sonic boom outside. A big light comes in,
Yeah.
and the whole room changes.
Okay.
Like it goes back in time or goes to a
So,
different time zone,
I
or
thought
it's
it
not the same
was-
room.
The snap.
Yeah.
I thought it was him coming back.
I think it's the
It's-
multiverse opening.
It is.
Yeah.
My brother explained to me that it is the spell that Doctor Strange is using in No Way Home,
Oh,
and
okay.
it brings Venom to their world.
Yes.
Makes sense. And then he can't go back
And
because
then-
we have to make money.
And then he's stuck. He's in the hotel room, and then all of a sudden the TV cuts back on,
Mhm.
and it's like, who is this mysterious man? And it's Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Okay.
And then Venom like takes over. He goes,
Yeah.
"Who's that?"
Yeah.
Like we need to go see what. Like because Venom even said, he goes, "I know. I have the. He talks to him about saying he knows everything that's going to happen. He knows the entire timeline. He knows
Oh,
everything
yeah.
that's going to happen.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
So
Symbiote.
before all this happens, he was like, "I'm going to give you a taste of what the symbiotes know,
Okay.
just a tiny fraction of it." And
He goes-
when he does that, he wakes up in this other.
Oh, and
Mhm.
Earth, what Marvel 313 or whatever they call
Yeah.
it, 616.
And then some guy goes like, "What the hell are you doing in my room?" So he
Oh,
yeah.
He got that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
That's
pretty
how
much
the X-Men come.
it introduces Venom
Yeah.
now into the cinematic
Well,
universe.
Wouldn't you?
Why
make
would
money?
why the fuck wouldn't you?
The
Yeah.
only thing I don't get is in the comics, Spider-Man gets the symbiote first. Like,
Yeah.
and then Eddie Brock gets it. So
Yeah.
then I got like, I don't know.
Fuck that. Yeah.
The only thing I wish they would have added to that end credit scene is when he saw Spider-Man on the screen. He was like, I like that spider, and then like
Oh,
makes
yeah,
the
like-
spider on his chest.
How's this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that'll be coming down the line
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
They just retcon it.
Yeah.
Do we want to get to our topic now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if
What
there's
was
any
the
other
top-
any other
28:30.
Move the topic. Let's do next week.
yeah. Trying to see if there's any. Oh, Rick Grimes is going to be in Fortnite.
He is already,
Yeah.
along with Frankenstein of the Universal Monsters.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I got Frankenstein.
How'd
I,
you do?
I won't.
Is
I
it
don't-
classic Frankenstein?
Is
Yeah.
it? So,
Well, actually,
yes.
both.
Oh,
You need
really?
black
You can
and white.
change him to black and white, and he has like TV
Oh,
static
that's
on him.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is
That's
actually
cool.
cool. I'm hoping they bring out the rest of the Universal Monsters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm just.
They're gonna get to a point where they're gonna run out of characters to bring in. You know it.
I don't know. There's a
Listen,
lot
they
of
can bring me in
characters.
anytime.
Supernatural characters will be coming in. That's in like the characters in the show.
Yeah. What? Aquaman.
Plays the cast of Friends in Fortnite.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The new Aquaman cartoon looks kind of cool.
I'll watch it. I heard it's only 3 episodes. It is aimed at kids, but you can tell by the art.
Yeah.
But King of Atlantis, I believe it's called.
Mhm.
I'll watch it.
The art looks cool.
Yeah, why not? The Resident Evil trailer dropped for the what I thought was a series, but apparently it's a movie.
Oh, so another leak came out from Nintendo, but pretty much is all but confirming that they actually are making a 4K version.
Oh,
That
4K
that will
but not-
release
not the
sometime.
OLED model.
Yeah. So they were working OLED and then also a 4. So
yeah.
they're coming out with a version that you didn't need. Then everyone buys it. Then they're going to come out with the one that they should have made the first time.
It's
Fucking Nintendo.
kind of dumb.
Um,
Nintendo being Nintendo.
yeah, Nintendo doing Nintendo. All right, well, let's get into our topic.
Did
Andy.
you watch it, Nikolai?
What?
Oh, bye.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I watched it last night.
Okay.
There you go.
I will preface by saying I've never seen Elvira. Like I know who she is and all this kind of stuff, but my only interaction with Elvira as a thing was there's a pizza place in Tamaqua that
Oh, the
it-
pinball machine?
yes, and it's
Ooh.
been broken ever since like I've been in early middle school, late
It's a
elementary.
really expensive pinball machine. Too.
Yeah, I
but
would-
they are going out of business, so I don't know if they're selling that.
Well,
or not, but
you'll
you
find
might
out. I'll
have
go
to-
buy it. I'll
Yeah.
go tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll
and then
buy
take
it.
it to a pinball machine guy
I'll
to fix it.
fix it.
She's
Yeah.
she's retiring.
Okay.
So I've never seen
You
it
should go in and
either. So
scoop her. We probably should have said that on live on a podcast.
Yeah.
now everyone's gonna.
To
Yeah,
all-
but nobody knows.
The
Yeah, no
pizza
one-
place
What
in
pizza place?
Pittston, PA.
No one listens to this.
Pittston. PA.
No one listens to this. You know
It
how
was Alfredo's.
I'll prove it. Comment fucking anything on any of our posts. Yeah. I win. Yeah. So Andy, you picked this movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This was a 1988 PG-13
Ooh, watch
movie.
out.
It ran for 1 hour.
PG-13
minutes.
featuring
Mhm.
sexual assault.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some sexual assault in there.
Mhm.
Upon arriving in a
Or that
small
one.
town where she has an inheritance, a rundown in a rundown mansion, a famous horror hostess battles an evil uncle and townspeople who want her burned at the stake.
It would have been better if it was a small town, Pennsylvania. I think it was Indiana they're in.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I thought it was Massachusetts.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
fine,
it got a 6.6 out of 10. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Can
fair
agree with that.
rating. Metacritic score 43. Obviously, it has. I just lost my place. It has Cassandra Peterson
As Elvira.
as Elvira, who we all know and love.
A lot of big 80s actors are in this.
Yeah.
Like that's Chastity Pariah. That's a fantastic name. The bad guy, fat lady.
Yeah.
She's in.
Oh,
kind of
she's
80s
in a lot of
movies.
stuff,
Yeah, a
yeah.
lot of 80s.
She was the assistant in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Secretary
She's
or
a real
whatever.
happening dude. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
any big movie in the 80s she's in.
Yeah. So I've only ever seen like Elvira when she plays the TV hostess. I never actually seen one of her movies.
There's only two
Yeah.
official ones.
Yeah, I've never seen any.
The other one isn't too good.
It can't be much worse.
Oh, it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh boy.
It's not good.
I mean, I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
It's
It was
very
really
B.
fun.
It's
B-rate,
It's super
but
B.
it was good.
The Haunted Hills one.
Oh.
That one. House
Yeah.
on Haunted Hills or something like that. It's called. It's not good at all.
Sex and nudity,
It's slow.
mild. Violence and gore, mild. Profanity, mild. Drugs, alcohol, and smoking, mild.
No.
Frightening and intense scenes, mild.
She's assaulted numerous times. That's frightening.
Let's give you some quotes that IMDb put on her.
My favorite quote. Oh, these
She's
quotes
got
from the
some
movie?
funny
Yeah.
quotes. Like I think she's
When
hysterical.
she's changing that sign on the movie theater.
The marquee.
Yeah,
And the guy says, "How's your head?" And she goes, "Well, I've never had any complaints." So
Yeah.
fantastic.
That was the first one I was going to read. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think she just spells matinee wrong. She's like, no, I
And
work in
it looks
movies.
like
This
it's
is
saying
wrong.
she's put the F
The
up.
F
They think
by
you're gonna say
accident.
fuck, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh." Yeah, it's cheesy fun, but it's good. I think I'd maybe give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Not the best movie ever, but
I liked it.
it's a fun watch.
And
Yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't really know what to expect
Yeah.
of her
Yeah.
as a character. Like I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna be one of those ditzy like
Yeah,
but she's not.
stupid, but she's like a
Yeah.
whore. But like,
But she's
you don't
like
see her being a whore.
but she's like not like
she's a
she's just
She's
voluptuous.
promiscuous.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
promiscuous, but she's not.
But they
she-
don't even really show her doing that. She's
No,
after one
she just
guy.
always
That's it the whole time.
talks about it.
She
Yeah.
she doesn't
She's
need.
open.
She doesn't
Yeah.
need to be in a relationship to
Yeah.
interact with a male.
Yeah,
But she's not trying to interact with every male she sees.
no,
Right. But
And
I like
every
that
male that sees her because of the way she dresses
Well,
and
yeah.
because she
everyone
is
just
open.
assumes.
She is open to talk about sexuality
Yeah.
and talk about what she's into and be sexy. They think
But they don't even know. She doesn't even get a chance to say anything. She just got her boobs in there, like,
Yeah. which is I mean, this was made in 88.
yeah.
So-
it's just scary.
Elvira's really like kind of like was bringing light to this in a comedy movie form way ahead of her fucking time.
yeah.
She's like, listen, I could be a woman. I could have my breasts exposed. I can show my legs. I can be
Yeah.
in lingerie. I could be sexy. I can make sexual jokes like guys, which doesn't give you the right to immediately come up to me
and grab my ass
and grab my ass
Yeah.
or fucking if I'm not speaking that way to you, don't come up and be like, nice fucking tits, whore. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like
Cool.
her comments. Like, she's got like good one-liners, and it's really
yeah,
it was cracking
she's-
me up the whole time.
She's super cool. Like she's
Yeah.
like she's
She's not stupid.
Mm.
Like,
and then all the townspeople think
character.
she's not a
she
good
was
role
cooking,
model
though.
for
I
the
was
young
like,
girls.
she's dumb.
Like all the young girls are like, why don't be around her? You're and actually she's a great role model for young girls. She is. She really is. And yeah, it was like she's interested in one guy and she's very she lets it be known she's into him. And I guess that's where she could be perceived as like she's a whore or a floozy, but she's not trying to be his boyfriend, but she's sexually interested. Like but everybody around her thinks that she's a sexual interest in everybody because the way she dresses, and that's not the case.
Right.
But it's there's a lot of female empowerment. There's a good ass message to it, and it's kind of like saying like don't be a fucking creep. Like
Don't be a creep.
yeah, just
Your
because I'm
hands to
just
yourself.
because I choose to dress a little provocative and be comfortable with my sexuality doesn't mean
and it was like
I'm an open buffet for everybody.
It was kind of like, oh, here comes the different person coming to everyday America. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
I like when all the little kids want to help her fix up the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll help.
Yeah.
I'll show up with the paint and
And
everything.
and when the one dad goes, "You've touched my son in so many ways," or something, he's like, the kid was like, "I wish."
Yeah. I like when she uses the spell book to cook the thing for
Yeah.
the guy and
Yeah.
it makes the monster kind of reminds her house. Wow, I was like, okay, this is the horror stuff.
I feel like that he wasn't even like they weren't even as surprised by that as they should have
Yeah,
been.
like well,
They're just like, "Oh, okay."
well, you know how her Ran or whatever was
Mm.
witch and a warlock, and that's why Ring has powers. So it's like I guess she's seen that stuff before, and from watching horror
Seemed
movies.
very
yeah,
like,
oh, it's
like-
just a monster. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the supernatural side of the movie
oh, okay, yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Like I was like going into the movie, you see her as this host, and she quits her job to get money for Vegas. For those who have not seen the
Mhm.
film,
you should have seen it by now.
yeah. And you know, she finds out her great aunt
Mhm.
dies.
Yeah.
and
That she didn't even know
Yeah.
about.
Morgana, I have the name Morgana Talbot, and Talbot's that the guy who wrote the werewolf book, or the original werewolf was named Talbot.
Oh,
Talbot,
okay.
yeah.
I got
it was
a
interesting.
fun fact about this movie. Then unknown, Brad Pitt
Ooh.
auditioned for the roles of one of the teenage boys,
Hmm.
but Cassandra Peterson thought he was way too cute and felt that Elvira would not be interested in Bob if Brad Pitt was one of the teenagers trying to get with her.
That's pretty
So on
funny.
her casting notes for his audition, she wrote next to his name, "Yum Yum." Later on, Brad Pitt would go on to purchase her Gothic style mansion in Los Angeles.
How about
Oh,
that?
interesting.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's something else. I didn't know that.
I also
Um,
thought the part when they go back to her as being a baby and she's like
Yeah,
full
she's
Elvira.
makeup.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was funny.
I
Um,
do find it interesting while we're on the topic of her makeup, and I don't know why this stuck out to me. The design of her eyes are not filled in; they're just outlines in the makeup.
Well,
Mm.
let me explain. So like the thing that comes down, there's actually white in that part where it comes down like here.
Oh,
And then when
okay.
they come up, and then it like makes her eyelashes like
Okay.
here.
Because in all of the
And then
designs,
it's blue and pink.
You know who I never realized is kind of doing her makeup style? Adina. Adina has a space.
Kind of come down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hers are more defined.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I did not. Did you see her new gear?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You wrestled her.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't ask for that, but she got that. So
Oh, really?
I'll tell you.
Elvira's Mcnabb was created for this film, the 1958
I believe she
T-Bird.
still owns that.
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
That was on that one show. What was the show when the guy would restore cars?
Oh, it's a ton of
On
them.
the
Yeah,
History
Pimp
Channel.
My Ride.
Yeah.
No, he would do like old pinball machines, old soda machines.
Oh,
I
I think I know what you're
Restore
talking
them.
about.
I
can't
forget
think
what
of
it's
it.
called. Yeah, he lives in Las Vegas. I don't know if that helps. Well,
Mhm.
there's one where she comes with the car and
He works
fixes
out
it
with the
up.
Pawn
I
Star
feel like
guys.
I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. One.
It was purchased for $2,500 and went through $7,000 in alterations.
It looks awesome.
The automobile has retained in the possession of Cassandra Peterson, who continues to use it when she does personal appearances as
Oh, that's
Elvira.
cool.
Yeah,
That
it
is
has,
cool.
it has the bat and spider grill and
Mhm.
everything. Like it's a really nice car.
That car is like when we went to that Halloween store. That like you can buy her in her car.
Oh, that's cool.
Super.
I gotta go there.
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Cassandra Peterson's personal hand and body double for the film was Susan Mcnabb, who was later assumed to be Peterson's sister at hundreds of Elvira's public appearances. Mcnabb retired as her personal assistant back in 2005 after nearly 20 years. Her dress is cut in a specific way, and her hair is long in the back to hide burn scars.
Yeah. So
Peterson has really bad burn scars on her neck and shoulders from an accident in her youth, and has joked about it that Elvira's costume only shows her good bits. So she's actually
Boobs and
hiding.
legs.
She's hiding really
Aw.
bad burns.
I don't think
I
it's,
never
like,
knew
real
that.
bad. Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
over the years.
Probably
I mean,
enough
yeah,
to be
yeah.
Self-conscious about, yeah. The painting of Elvira's great aunt Morgan Talbot is actually a painting of Cassandra Peterson without makeup on.
Yeah.
And without the black wig. The portrait was painted by Robert Redding, who helped create Elvira's look, and then who Peterson dedicated the film to.
Hmm.
So that's actually, I thought so when I looked, I'm like, that's just her without the stuff on.
Yeah.
Yeah. In real life, Cassandra Peterson's Elvira began her career as a Las Vegas showgirl, and her character also her character also pursues. So she's trying to do what she actually started as in the movie.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to go to be Vegas. In 1986 and 87, Marvel Comics released a magazine-style comic book of this film. Do you own it?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Wait, 86 and 87
This came
before
out.
the movie.
Yeah.
So wait, this is her first movie, but she was doing stuff before that.
She was doing like the TV stuff,
Oh,
where she was
okay,
like the
okay.
host of
Yeah,
like.
because I think she started in 83, 82, some maybe even 81. But she was just a horror hostess. Like they would come on. Welcome to Movie
Yeah.
Macabre, and here's the movie we're gonna tell. And then she'd make
That's
fun
what's
of
on
it.
Shudder right
And
now.
they would show it, yeah. And then she would come on like during commercial breaks. She'd be like, take it to the commercial, or
Yeah.
we're back, blah 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 blah.
That's cool.
So that's what she did. She didn't do any like shows or nothing.
And then she would do it like
Just like
around
Sven
Halloween
Woolley
time
did that.
when they would have the horror, like
Yeah,
the ABC Five Nights of horror movies.
Hmm.
In between commercials, they would have a host.
yeah.
Oh,
Back in the day, they'd always have like horror hosts.
Mhm. While working, here's a great story. While working as a go-go dancer, 14-year-old Cassandra Peterson was
Oh my.
taught how to tassel twirl by a stripper who was also employed at the club. As a minor, Peterson wasn't allowed to do it with pasties, so she talked her mother into creating tasseled bras from an old bikini top, and she practiced extensively until she perfected it, and hadn't done it in many years until she decided to utilize it
At the end of the movie.
at the end of the movie.
I'm like, this is
Wow.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Could have
Um,
done without the rap.
The rat, yeah.
I know
I don't like that.
I like
either.
rap, but
rap
I
was
could have done
amazing.
without
But-
it.
As soon as I seen that, I was like,
But
Andy.
for the 80s, like now,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta think 80s rap. Even
Yeah.
real rap wasn't too serious.
The real anchorwoman was played by Tress McNeil, that was based on a real anchorwoman that Cassandra Peterson did not get along with during her days of local television.
I thought the lady with the boobs was funny too. Like
Oh,
she was
yeah.
hiding behind the curtain.
she's like the pure Elvira.
Yeah. The scene where she's being burned in the stake took 5 days to shoot. During the scenes, Cassandra Peterson spent 3 hours a day tied to a stake.
Oh God.
And she also was covered in flame retardant for her protection, which made her itch like crazy. And she was unable to scratch because her hands were tied.
Oh,
Ugh.
man.
I like when
Yeah.
she was Rambo then, when she has the big
Oh, yeah.
when she busts out of the
There's so
costume
much
store.
more here, but I won't
Yeah.
go down.
And I like the bad guy, the uncle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he slowly gets more possessed looking.
It reminded me of
Where's
more
the
of
book?
a sexier version of Halloween Town. It had
okay.
very Halloween Town vibes, like the town and like the humor.
It's very
and
gothic.
the bad guy humor. Like I will get you.
Yeah,
Except
it's
Halloween Town is
cheesy
cooler
80s.
than this town.
No,
Like
it's
this
not.
town is like
This sounds like lame white people. We don't know what to do. There's a hot gothic girl here. The whole
let's
town's going to
burn
hell.
her.
I would take a town with one Elvira than a town full of monsters.
Well, I'm talking okay with Elvira in the town, it's cool, but besides Elvira,
Yeah,
the town
yeah.
sucks.
You wouldn't want to go to
They
whatever.
can only show G-rated movies.
Yeah.
They're burning people at the stakes.
Yeah, like what is
But
this place?
One of the guys in the bowling alley is reading the Spider-Man comic though. And
Yeah.
it was when Todd McFarlane was on the book. So I was like, oh, I know what issue that is. But he bends it. I'm like, oh, it's not a real comic, Brian. I'm fucking bending the book.
Yeah. When did you first see this, and when did you
No,
first
not-
get into the character of Elvira?
Not like that long ago. So it was like
What drew you to
around
Elvira
10 years
besides her boobs?
Her legs.
Yeah.
I like when
Her
she
legs
said
and her boobs.
when she's like
that she's
guilting the
funny.
the kids, and she's like, don't like tell them I'm not just a pretty face.
Yeah.
She's like a great set of legs.
Yeah.
And killer boobs. Too.
Yeah.
Boob.
Man, I
She
don't
just
know.
was funny. Like I don't know.
I don't know
I
how they
think the
kept
first
those
time-
suckers in there all movie.
I know.
Tape.
Tape it in.
And
But
she's never done nudity. Like she's
far as
never.
I know, no.
I don't think
she was
she's-
in Playboy, but it was just a picture of her stuff. Like her first, like before she was Elvira, she's in, but I don't think her boobs are out. As you know how in the beginning they would have like random girls
Mhm.
like
Mm.
the mansion or something. They don't have a spread. She's only had like one picture like that.
Yeah. I don't think she's ever done nudity.
No, she should have. Maybe she just didn't want to.
Maybe
Can you
just,
imagine how that issue would have sold in like '89?
Mhm.
My God.
Dude, I think she could do it right now. and still be-
I would buy it right now.
yeah.
72-year-old Elvira.
She looks fantastic. And just recently we just
These are so
National Coming Out Day came out. We just came past.
Came out
Pun.
Came out. Yeah. She didn't do it on that day, but
in her
just
book,
recently
right?
in her book she just released that
Yeah.
she has been in a relationship with a woman for
19 years.
19 years.
19 years, and she
cruelly yours, cruelly.
and
I
she,
can't pronounce it.
she
Yeah.
Cruella?
identifies as, as bisexual.
Yeah,
So good for her.
yeah, good for
Good for
her.
her.
She was always like a gay icon. They would say
Yeah.
very supportive. So I mean, I don't know. You have to be a
Cool.
real asshole to argue.
She's a gothic Lucille Ball. Lucy was really ahead of her time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so ahead we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Mhm.
I
Lucy
liked
was,
it though.
Lucy was very pro, obviously, interracial couples and marriage.
That was something back then.
And
my
she was
God.
very
Yeah.
pro LGBT.
No, which is
Like
Yeah.
she would be like, who cares what people are?
I know. I don't know why people. I don't know.
I don't know why
it's-
people care. It has zero effect
That
on
blows
you.
my mind. Why do you care? Like,
We're all gonna have a stomachache from eating all this.
I know. Just eating a bunch of
Thanks
candy.
a lot, Andy.
Yeah, sorry. It's good candy.
I liked the movie.
Yeah, I like.
I'm
it
gonna
too.
find her
It was
other one
fun.
and watch it.
Okay, it's called Elvira's Haunted Hills.
I think you said you bought both of them, right?
I just
It
got the
was-
first one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
and
I thought it came in a pack.
It's a little slow and it's not as funny. And she like finds a castle and there's like this couple there and they're like British. And I don't know. Well, I wasn't digging it.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll give it a chance, but it wasn't like this one. I was like, oh man, why couldn't they make more of this one? Why couldn't they make like this sequel in like '91?
Yeah.
You know?
I know one of the movies on the Shudder thing. It's like a 4-movie thing. And I think one of them's House on Haunted Hill.
Did you see the first Halloween? I'm sorry. Have you seen the original Halloween?
Yes.
Have you seen just the Halloween like the
Not
the
the
new
no, only the Rob Zombie
2008.
remake.
not the Rob Zombie, but the new one.
The one that just came out.
2018, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
2019.
I have not.
Okay. I was just like, because if the new one comes out in Peacock, you're gonna go see it in theaters. But if it's on Peacock, we can all see it. But it doesn't really
Yeah.
make much sense if you'd have to watch 2 movies to know what's going on.
No, I don't. Let's watch one. I'm just reviewing one.
But this is like part 3
You can still. I feel like you can watch it and still know what's going on.
Yeah.
because the new one that came out with Jamie Lee Curtis is
Yeah.
this
one,
is the
one and two happened, but none of the rest happened.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen
No,
the old
the-
school one.
One
Yeah,
happened.
One happened.
One
Oh.
happened,
Uh-huh.
then
Two doesn't.
then 2, the new one that came out last like
2018.
2018.
Oh, that happened.
That's now 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
everything after the original, like 2 and
Okay.
up, are just
Oh,
nothing.
okay. I
So
understand.
the biggest thing with this whole series now
Mhm.
is he's no longer her brother. She's just the babysitter who got away from him,
Okay.
and he's going back for revenge.
Okay.
So that whole family tie is not there anymore.
Oh, all right. That's
He's
fine.
he's just a,
I think I like that more.
yeah, he's just a slasher going after the girl who got him caught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's one thing I wanted to say for Scream. I hope they don't make it that kind of thing, like where it's like some immortal killer. Like it has to be like
A regular person.
a regular person.
Does Billy and
Billy dies. He
Yeah,
gets shot in the
Billy.
head,
Yes.
but they don't
Or
really
does
show
he?
Stu.
Stu was supposed to be what Scream 3?
There's like
They were
rumor,
supposed
yeah.
to bring no, like he's
Something like
confirmed it.
that.
He was like
Oh.
the script was written. They were about to film it where Stu is training these kids to be these killers and stuff. And then
that should be
well, then Columbine happened, or one of those kind of things happened, and they're like, "We're not touching this.
Pacific
We're done."
killers.
So
That makes sense.
what?
Well, so that's what there are rumors now. They're saying like that
He-
Stu's not dead, and
It would be cool if Stu, like, if Billy had like how you put like Billy has like a brother,
that's what that's my guess.
and Stu is
Somebody
like,
has a relative.
because he's going back, like they're going back after Nev Campbell, right?
I'm not sure because in the trailer he's going after some girl, and
It's
we
not
don't know.
Nev?
We don't know.
What happened
Like,
to Nev Campbell's career?
She still looks great
Does she?
too.
Yeah,
yeah, she does.
Wow.
She's a
She
babe.
had, when's the last time she did like anything?
Scream.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't make
Scream
enough
4.
money.
It might have been Scream 4.
Maybe she runs like a farm or something, or she
I don't
does
know. But yeah,
holistic
and-
soaps.
Horror convention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's her job.
What's the? I'm
She
sorry.
kissed that girl in that one movie. Remember that?
That's exactly what I was.
Wild Things. Wild Things. That's when I knew.
That's oh wait now.
Hottie was like,
That's how I
That's
knew.
when you knew you liked swimming pools.
I can't
Yeah.
swim. I can't swim. So
she
When you
can't
swim
swim.
with a guy in that pool.
She can't swim, but she would have dove in the deep end for that one.
Oh, you know.
anyway, so the girl in the trailer, they don't show you how she's connected to anybody else. So I don't know. Part of me wants to say that it's gonna be a relative to Stu or Billy, but
Sorry to cut you off. She's been in movies. She was in
Really?
this. She was in a movie called Castle in the Ground, 2019. A movie called Hot Air in 2018. She was in the Rock's movie Skyscraper in 2018.
didn't
oh, I
see
didn't
that.
watch that.
She's been in House of Cards, a TV show Manhattan.
Also, she has been doing work. We just
She's been in Mad Men. She's been in Grey's Anatomy.
you know, 4 people here that
I did
watch a lot of
Grey's
stuff and
Anatomy.
none of us know.
I saw her in Grey's Anatomy.
She was in The Simpsons for one episode.
That's Nev Campbell.
Yeah.
You know how they always have them people themselves.
I don't really watch The Simpsons.
No, don't worry, nobody does anymore.
I never really did.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah.
random episodes, but that's it.
Since like Scream 3 or Scream
4.
4.
She hasn't had a big hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Watch she get cast and be in the Marvel universe. She's rogue.
She met her on like at a
Mhm.
con
She's
not too
nice.
long. And
So
she,
did Nikolai.
I met her twice actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
But
does look good.
that's my guess is, but then part of me is like maybe they won't do that because that's what they did in number 4.
Mhm.
She had a niece that no one knew she even had siblings, which was weird. So- Well, except for the other one, the killer was like her brother, right, or something like that.
yeah.
The illegitimate child, love
maybe.
child, or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm excited for it. I like the
I'm
series,
excited for it. Even though
but you don't have you don't have high hopes.
January.
Yeah. You don't have high hopes.
I don't have any hopes. I don't.
So we did talk about
Fair.
possibly doing Ghostbusters, but maybe Halloween. We won't
Well, I
announce
thought
it.
we were gonna do Ghostbusters was supposed to be today, and we changed
Yeah.
it to Elvira. We
Yeah.
were gonna do Halloween next because it'll be right before Halloween.
Sure.
Isn't that what we talked about?
So we'll do Halloween Kills.
I'm pretty sure that's
We'll
what
do
we
Halloween
talked
Kills.
about.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you don't
And
want to. I
that's
don't
that's
care
the
what
new
we do.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be on.
Yeah,
if
that's
it-
what I have on my calendar. That's
Okay,
what we talked about
If it's only in
originally.
theaters, I probably won't want to see it.
Yeah. If it's only in theaters, we'll scrap it and we'll
Oh.
watch the last not the original, but the one that you
2008.
Is
you
that,
have.
is that on a streaming
This one
device?
right here.
If it's not, but we'll find a way to get
Do you
it.
have it?
Don't we have it? One of us has it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say I don't know.
There's definitely ways
I don't know
at this
if I have
table to get you to see it.
Someone has it. We can watch Haunt.
Tonight is it
Yes.
tonight? The series premiere of
On-
Chucky.
The
I don't
15th.
know.
Oh, boy.
I could be wrong. I thought it was the 15th.
He was on Raw talking, doing
Chucky.
promos.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about
Chucky
that.
was.
On
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Oh,
night.
there's another new show coming out.
And when they showed a clip of Alexa Bliss, he's like, I'd like to get in the ring with her. I'm like, he wants to fuck Alexa. The doll wants to fuck the gothic girl.
yeah.
Well, he
I
was
mean,
with
he's a
Jennifer
dirty-
Tilly,
yes,
right?
Yeah. So.
Well, Chucky is now 2 for 2. He's been on WCW
Yeah,
and
and
he
he's
has been
been
on
on Raw.
WWE.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why they said he should have went to NXT and went after Rex Steiner because Rex Steiner's the son of Rick Steiner, and that's who he cut the promo on WCW back in the day.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There's a show coming out for I Know What You Did Last Summer too.
It's a show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you order
On the 15th,
pin?
I think.
No, not yet.
Okay.
But they are releasing Halloween 3.
Yeah, they're doing like
Season
all
Witch
of yeah,
reprints.
they're doing all of them like Halloween.
Yeah, I know, but that particular one is one I want. So I was just gonna wait until
the new Chucky shirt on Fright Rags is just Chucky.
that's a reprint.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
is
they
it?
did
Yeah,
these already. I
yeah.
thought
That was. I got excited because I thought it was another round of Chucky
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
but
have that.
This
shirt,
was
the
a
second
super popular
oh, you got the
print,
hat.
from what I understand, and they brought it back.
So the Resident Evil movie comes out November 25th.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
If you want to,
I don't think
review
I've
that.
seen any Resident Evil.
What's it going to be
This-
on?
I haven't either.
The other ones don't happen.
Are they good though?
No.
I know there's a hallway with lasers.
So yeah.
That's all I know.
So the
Sharks with freaking. lasers
imagine
and
if they made a movie about you two, and instead of you guys being the main characters, they created a new character, and that was the main character
The
of the movie.
only thing with this new trailer, they're smashing.
What's it? What are they about? Like, what is it about?
So the video game is,
A virus escapes and makes zombies.
but
Oh, zombies.
But
Okay.
the first video game is this team is investigating this mansion where this weird shit's happening, and there's rumors of these things attacking
Undead,
people in the
yes.
woods. And then so the cops go out, the SWAT team goes out to investigate this house. When they get out to the house, their helicopter gets hit and crashes. They get chased by these scary dogs into this mansion, and then they find out that this mansion is ground zero for this virus that then goes to
The
Raccoon
T-virus.
City
Yeah.
and then that leads into part 2.
And they're saying that the mansion was based off of like supposed to be somewhere in the mountains of Pennsylvania. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's zombies, and you don't like zombies.
I don't like zombies, but I like this video game.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
96.
So
But there's also other monsters too.
the only thing is with this in this trailer they showed is it's part 1 and 2 smashed together.
Yeah.
And like characters from part 2 are in the mansion that they should be not in
Yeah. So
part
that's
1
the only thing I don't like too. Because it's
Yeah.
like characters that never met each other are meeting each other.
already meeting each
And the
other.
whole thing is like, well, where's my sister at? Oh, she's right here. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of gets rid of that. But wait, how were you there? If you're, and it's like, okay, so they have some explaining this.
Claire
Some
goes
splaining to-
Claire goes to Raccoon City to find her brother who is involved in the mansion and meets rookie cop Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
So now Claire who's looking for her brother are now with her brother in the mansion. So like the whole
Why would you be looking for
yeah.
him?
So we're really excited because we're getting the Resident Evil based on the video games we always wanted,
Yeah.
but not quite.
Because like I said, the old one, they created a new character. It was never in the video games. The movie's focused on her, and people are like
And that was Mila
Jovovich.
Jovich's character.
And it's like, well,
Oh, Fifth Element.
why do we care?
I like her.
That's not the person. In fact, that's a totally new person.
What ruined it for me in the first? So the first one,
I thought the second one was pretty good. It was the closest to video games. And then
How many are there?
5 or 6. They go off the
Whoa.
rails after the third one.
and eventually they started adding characters from the video games in, but they weren't badass. Like they were so secondary because
And it
they
made no sense.
yeah. But in the first one, I enjoyed it all the way up until like I mean the first one as a movie is not horrible.
There is 6.
Yeah, but the thing
I
that
don't know how
bothers
I've never
me
seen these.
is
Don't.
they take what character called a liquor and they inject the T virus into him and he becomes a hunter.
Which is
Oh.
stupid because there were 2 different monsters. A hunter was like a big swamp lizard monster.
Yeah, and then when he turns into what they call the hunter, he actually turned into like the
A hybrid.
hybrid like
that sounds-
T virus monster. So like you can tell it was like they made this movie but did no fucking research on like as soon as they said like this
They-
thing becomes a hunter. I'm
They
like,
showed him some pictures and said, there you go.
the only thing that looked great in that movie, the zombies look good, and Michelle Rodriguez was cool.
Oh, I like her.
And
She was Jill, wasn't she?
no, she was the Hispanic girl who was like bleeding out. She turns into a vampire. She turns into one at the end.
okay.
Yeah, because
Oh,
she's like
wait, Jill don't come to the second one. Yeah, they both didn't.
they had characters who look like Jill and Leon, but they weren't.
Yeah, Jill's in the
weird.
second movie.
Yeah.
Because the second movie is technically Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
The first movie
Yeah,
is
she
just
fist fights Nemesis.
whatever. Yeah.
Mila
which is-
Jovovich
yeah.
fist fights Nemesis.
Oh, yeah. Mila Jovovich gets powers, superpowers.
Yeah, and
I-
she could run up and down buildings
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
It
you know
gets
how
really
many superpowers you get in the game? 0.
yeah.
Just to show you how far.
So
this movie
Maybe
was.
that's why I didn't watch it because it seemed kind of like
It's
When
like
does this come
I
out?
don't know.
November 24th.
On what?
That's what I was looking for. I'm
Is it
excited.
Netflix?
I think it is Netflix.
Right to Netflix.
Yeah.
Only it was.
Oh, I
January.
have one more news that I'm not happy about. Disney
What they do?
decided to
Paramount.
make a Home Alone movie.
What?
Home Sweet Home Alone. And it just looks bad.
Is it
like
new?
it's coming out like real soon, like to Disney, to like Disney Plus. And literally
Oh.
like the clips that they were playing, like in the trailer, like rip off the original, like word for word.
So they're trying to do like shot for
this
shot.
is my house and I have to defend
So
it.
they're doing a reboot.
And like something the mom
But
says, it's like
sequel.
the same thing.
So it's kind of like the Ghostbusters movies. but
And
it
he's
doesn't
like
know what it is.
British, I think, and his parents go to Tokyo and forget him at home. And
He's British.
Do they show the bandits?
It's the girl. It's Erin from The Office, and I can't remember who.
Oh my God.
Who her partner is? Which
the-
I think the partner might be her dad. I'm not even
The
sure.
other burglar should have been Macaulay Culkin.
Well,
Yeah, that would've been awesome.
Well, they show like one of the cops, and his name tag says McAllister. So I don't know, but they don't show like it.
If Macaulay Culkin's not in it,
It's not. I don't think it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
You gotta put him in.
I don't
you
think
have
it
to.
is though.
He has to do a cameo.
Didn't
I
even
don't
get the
know.
girl from the fourth one or whatever.
I
Yeah,
don't.
that-
One
you
and
know,
two are it.
I think there's 5.
Everything after 2 is bad. I won't watch it.
I always wonder about stuff like that.
Down the hall, kid to the left.
Like, does
Donald
the
Trump's
Donald
actor
Trump.
have a say in it?
Probably not.
Or
Probably.
like, no, I'm saying like if they knew, if he knew this movie was coming out and he was like, I want to be in it for like 5 seconds.
I mean,
Can
I
I
would
be in it?
think they would say
I
yes,
feel like
right?
I feel like he should be able to have the power to say that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine.
I feel. Why would they say no?
right.
They would be dumb to say no.
But like, you would think that
Especially
like
someone of his caliber. And what he's
Right.
had.
Yeah.
they would
Especially now that
reach
he's coming
out
back.
to other actors that were in
Yeah,
their
you would
things just for
think.
cameo purposes.
Yeah.
When they do new movies, to be like, hey, you want to be in this? Just as a little nod to your movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But half the time that doesn't.
You know what the coolest part about that whole movie is?
What?
A local business gets shouted out
Giggling?
in no
Hershey's.
an airport.
I'm thinking in 1990, what 2, 3?
The airport that she lands at
Yeah.
when she meets John Candy is the
Scranton.
Scranton International Airport.
it?
Oh, really? I didn't know
It
that.
is.
Cool.
Oh,
She
okay.
lands in Scranton.
Yeah.
That's
I've
cool.
never seen. I think I saw the third one, and I was mad that it wasn't the same. Like, and I just
And it had
haven't
different
watched
Is that
any.
the one with the parrot?
Yeah.
Or the bird or
Like,
whatever?
I don't even remember. I just knew it was a different kid, and I was over it.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
think
it was not, and I didn't see anything after that.
I don't think Resident Evil. I think it's gonna be in movie theaters.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
find anything.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, we might, like I said, and if the people who I always ask to say stuff to and they never do, if you have an idea, put
Who's
it out
still
there.
watching us, Anthony Cabana.
If anyone has an idea, comment
no.
on the post
He's
or
too
whatever.
busy spinning a giant dice and
Oh.
rocking TikTok with one spin.
What?
It's the stupidest thing in the world. So he found this arcade game, and it's a Monopoly game in an arcade, and it's just a giant ass dice that you spin. He recorded the first time he did this. He recorded a video, posted it on TikTok. Thousands of views.
No
Oh, he-
hashtags, nothing.
All he did was spin a dice. No, nothing. No extra work or creativityness.
I want to start
Spun a
clipping.
dice.
I want to start clipping the podcast, but I have so much fucking shit going on. It's so hard to clip them all and like
Yeah.
try to.
I
find
feel like
something
it's
to do.
probably easy to get views on TikTok though, because like people are just mindlessly
Okay,
scrolling.
so they changed their algorithm
Oh.
where if it all goes to your followers now, so if your followers don't like it, it doesn't get pushed out.
Mm. Yeah,
So
but
That's-
that and like I was listening, like the Instagram, like we got to get a little like I said, one post a day.
Yeah.
Instagram that'll carry over to
I
Facebook.
always forget,
Like just
and
post
then
on
I post
Instagram
them all
and then send
same
it go to
day.
Facebook. Like even if you have one that you post on
Wait,
your
will it
personal,
go to Facebook though? Because like when I tried to do it the one day, it tried to send it to
tell
my
me you
Facebook.
just let me know you made a post on Instagram and then I can go from my phone and share it to
Okay.
Facebook.
Oh, I just copied
Yeah.
them both. I just copied from one.
Well, if you're a go getter, you can copy it and put it there.
I forget
Yeah.
to do it when I actually watch something, and then I
And-
do like 4 of them in a day.
And if you can't, like, so like what I did today is I made the post for Elvira, and then I took another photo of Elvira and I put it on the like not a post, and then I put it on the reels
Hmm.
because the reels are good ways to get.
You have to figure out. I think we have to figure out how to get it so that I can share it to my reel, because I can't do that. It won't let me share it to my story. I think because maybe it's like private. Maybe the page itself is set to private.
No, when you go in the corner, just hit it, and then you make a post.
Oh.
And then I can go for mine and send it to the Facebook one. Just
Well,
let me know.
no,
you
I
do
mean
it.
like to send it to like copy it to my Instagram.
Oh, you just hit share.
It won't let you.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wow. So I was looking up. There is a Resident Evil show coming to Netflix. They said
Hmm.
sometime likely in 2022. There's also 2 new CG cartoon movies they made,
Holy shit!
and then
Yeah,
this
or like
Resident Evil
What?
live action.
The first Dice video has over 130,000 views.
Yeah, he spun a fucking dice. That's it.
there's a lot of
It's
shows on Netflix that I want to watch, like
Yeah.
based off of like movies and stuff. And like I haven't.
Yeah. So if you have any recommendations of a movie you want us to cover, it doesn't have to be new. It could be old. Don't make it crazy so we have a hard time fucking
not some
finding it.
hard thing that no one ever
Something
heard
that
of.
we can easily
Turkish Batman.
get to.
Yeah. Jesus
The
Christ.
Turks. That's what they're talking about in The Godfather right now.
yeah, so give us some ideas, give us some cool recommendations. We want to do a comic book. If you have a comic book line that's not super hard to find every issue of, or it's not too deep into its run, or one that you know is coming out, let us know, and maybe you can pick up and read along with us, and we can have like fun with the podcast. We want to make this more interactive for you all. We see the numbers. You all listen. No one interacts with us.
Sometimes people are afraid.
I'm gonna say I understand. That's a thing. Sometimes some people just want to be wallflowers. They like to listen. They like to support. But I'm gonna do
Fuck 'em.
I'm gonna say it one more time. As someone who puts as much time and effort into this as I do, a fucking hi, like, hey, great episode.
Yeah, being
a comment.
Yeah.
Dude, because it literally feels like we're just screaming into a dark room. And
We will respond.
Yeah.
We promise.
Yeah, we're
So if you
trying.
feel like you're just gonna throw a comment out and no one's gonna talk to you, we will talk to you.
Yeah,
I promise.
we want to be more interactive and we want to talk. Leave reviews. Like, we want to make this more interactive. We want you guys to give some ideas to us. Like I said, if you'd like, we'll end it here with go to the iwpnetwork.com website. Click on any shows. All the content's there. The video, audio. Our sponsors are there. Our merch pages are there. Show us some love. The new logo will be up. Hopefully by this weekend, I'll have it on. We may have that the new website going by then, the Redbubble, which is going to be a new website that you guys can go to and get some merchandise, because it has a lot of cool things, and I like the way it's laid out. It's kind of laid out like Teespring, but has more options, which I'm into. Andy, what do you got to plug?
Oh boy.
You just plugged all our stuff, so I have no wrestling shows. We're recording a show, but
What are we talking about this Thursday on Tornado Tag?
Captain Lou.
Captain Lou Albano.
So if that wrestling's your thing, you like the guy that was Mario in the live action Mario show.
He played Mario in the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And also-
cool.
And he was also a professional
wrestler. And
There
then
was
I knew
Mario
mainly as a
show?
manager because he was done wrestling by the time I started watching.
Yes.
Because he wrestled in the 70s.
And
There's a
he
Mario show. Mario? Do you say Mario? Or
Well,
Mario?
it was a live action. They host it, and it would go to the cartoon. So Captain Lou was Mario, and there was some guy who was Luigi. And then there was like them in their apartment in New York for some
Mhm.
reason. They didn't have. Anyway, it was them doing something wacky, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And now here's the cartoon. Every Friday was Zelda.
Okay.
And then they made a cereal, and the cereal was really good.
So we're going to talk
Mario.
Captain Lou, and I'm sure Mario Talk's going to come up. But he also has a lot of ties to this area, because one of the teams,
Allentown.
he was really big in Allentown, and he, the guy that he used to manage, opened up a wrestling school in Allentown.
Mhm.
So he has a lot of ties there. Will we have local people tell stories? Who knows? We'll find out. If you do have any local Captain Lou stories, send it to us.
You know what? I'll plug. Go on Facebook and type in Art of Sora Sung. It's SORAHSUNGH.
Mhm.
And she's a really good artist. That's one of my sketch. So
Cool.
check her out.
Share her stuff to the community page,
I will.
so we can get that on her. And also, huge shout out to Tori from Truth Behind Illusion. She did a cartoon of you.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, for free. I love that.
Yeah.
Support Tori. Go buy
Yeah.
some art off
She
her.
said that
Yeah.
I tagged her because one guy, Max Morton, said, "How can I get one?" I tagged her, and she said that she's making one, I think, for him and somebody else. And someone approached her about possibly illustrating a children's book.
Oh, nice.
That's
yeah,
fun.
I don't
Cool.
think it's a wrestling person. I think it's somebody else. But that's
She
cool.
we showed off our office art to her, a lot of people, and they were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do we find her? So I
Yeah.
sent them to her page too.
Cool.
Yeah.
So she can be busy, hopefully.
Yeah, get some work. That's what I said. It's here's her. She does this as a side job. I want to make sure that it's like,
Yep.
hey, you're not getting her for free, because a lot of people
Yeah.
a lot of people think artists do stuff for free. It takes time. It takes time
Yeah.
to do all that art.
Yeah.
She only helps us out on the podcast. Nikolai, what do you got to plug?
I'm gonna plug Fright Rags.
I love
the reprint of the Halloween merchandise that's coming out.
You can literally
tomorrow.
get every Halloween movie.
You can get your Elvira shirts there. I
Yeah.
got two. I
You-
released 4 new ones.
Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Curse of Michael Myers, 6, H2O and Resurrection are all on there.
Are they?
I'm-
All of
I'm-
them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them coming out as
Is
reprints.
Busta Rhymes on
Um,
it?
No,
No,
What about LL Cool J?
no.
Halloween in space. That's
Coming.
what we need. It is. It is.
Jason went to space.
Everyone went to space just about.
no, Freddie didn't go to space.
Yeah,
Freddy
Freddie
didn't
didn't go to
go to
space,
space.
but he
No, the
should.
Leprechaun went to
Yeah,
space.
Leprechaun did go to space.
Fast and Furious went to
Oh, the
space.
guy in the Dollar Tree the other day was talking about Leprechaun, and I was like, yeah. he was talking about gnomes. He's like, there should be a scary movie like Leprechaun. I was like, I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah.
It's B-rate, but there's a gnome movie.
Dude,
I know it.
Leprechaun's
I'm sure there is.
And then he
Like a
was going
knockoff-
on about it,
Like
and then
a
he went-
knockoff where it's almost exactly the same, but
Yeah.
it's the gnome.
then he was talking about
It's
Jennifer
criminally
Aniston
underrated.
and Brad Pitt.
Oh,
he
she
was
was so
going
hot.
off. He went down a whole rabbit hole.
So
Yeah, Leprechaun's criminally underrated.
Yeah.
Anything else for Fried Rags?
No,
right.
but
All of
while we're
Fright
talking
Rags.
about Leprechaun for a second,
Oh.
I got to meet the guy who played Ozzy a couple weeks ago.
oh, that was like the slow guy, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's also in Leprechaun Returns. He's super nice.
He was in Porky's too, right?
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff. He's in like Teen Wolf and all a bunch of different things. he now follows me on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh,
very
sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So he's a really nice guy. So if you ever get a chance to meet him, I think he's going to be at New Jersey HorrorCon in November. So if you are around for that,
Yeah,
go check
I
him out.
wanted to get a Scareglow figure and go and have Tony Todd signing because he voices.
Oh yeah,
Todd's in
Yeah.
everything.
But
He's
this-
in a bunch of Final
but this-
Destination movies.
The
too.
Scareglow figure is hard to.
Mhm.
People, he's one of limited release, and then people sell for double. I'm not paying double. I'm
Yeah.
not paying $100 when it was only 50.
That's how it is with those Nightmare on Elm Street vans. Is I wanted to get,
Yeah.
missed it.
the what?
Kid, yeah,
Nightmare
the
on
kid
Elm
had-
Street vans. They made.
Vans did like a run of
Oh,
a couple
Vans.
horror
Not,
Yeah.
not in a van.
Because I was going to say
The shoe.
they have the cars of the horror guys popping out of the top of them.
Oh, yeah,
Have
they're-
Freddy's
yeah,
car.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
not wacky
Like the-
racers.
Yeah, they're like
Ghost
Matchbox
Racer,
cars or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Heidi, what do you got to plug?
It was, it was in my head. It totally went.
We only went around the entire table.
If you
I had it and then I forgot.
If you like pizza,
No, I was gonna plug Truth Behind Illusion because you guys are going to Jim Thorpe Prison
Yeah.
this weekend.
We are.
Yeah.
No, it stole my plug. But if you want to come hang out with us this
Can I come?
Saturday,
Did you say can I come?
I cannot get you into the prison to come hang out and podcast with us.
afterwards, but you can go and tour the prison all day.
You can. We will. If you come and hang out and you want to do a tour, we'll do a tour with you. I'll pay for a tour and go do a tour with
but
you.
we're not paying for several tours in the day.
Yeah.
So
So if
don't
you,
think we're gonna go on that
Just
tour 6
one.
times.
yeah, unless you're buying,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I will go on the tour. 6 times.
Yeah, if you're buying, I'll stay in that prison all day.
Yeah.
If you want to come up and hang out with us, but we will. If you come up and hang out, just let us know. Send us a message. We have a group of us going up. We're gonna spend the day in Jim Thorpe. We're gonna walk up and down the street 450 times because it's a really good time. We'll probably stop and get something to eat.
Last time we walked up, we ate and then everything was closed.
I know.
Yeah.
So word of advice: Jim Thorpe shuts down early, so get there early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
5 o'clock. I
About
think
5
it
o'clock,
shuts down.
everything closes except for
we
the
will.
bars.
We will be there around 12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's a
this
good
guy-
time.
There's a speakeasy that's open.
Just as a heads up, I'm not going to meet you here.
because he's on the way, literally.
Meet us here.
Just throwing that out there now. I'll
The-
probably just meet you over
The
there.
road goes right past his house
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
that we have to go on to get there.
So you meet me
Yeah.
here, and then we'll go pick
Yeah.
up Nikolai.
And we will go right past. I know exactly where the road is.
Yeah.
And then we go down the hill. And it
You
goes
you
to-
hang out. You wait at the
At
furniture
the pet
store.
store. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the corner.
At the old
cigar bar.
Rita's.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
then,
and
we,
Rita.
then we get to go past that fancy bougie lake house
Bougie.
thing that's out there. You
It'll be
it's like
fun.
that, like-
Bougie.
yeah,
Is it a bougie
whatever.
lake house?
whatever. Yeah, it is.
But if you
for
but if you want to
fans.
hang out with us, we will be there for the full day.
It is a nice town, even if you
It
don't.
is
If you're
nice.
not interested
Yeah.
in the
Really
jail,
nice.
They
there's
even
a lot
have a
of
Harry
shops.
Potter cafe
yeah.
for the Harry Potter fans out
Oh.
Yeah.
there.
So come
And
out.
the Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, the house
place.
that we ate at. Maybe we'll eat the Harry Potter one.
I'll
Oh no,
probably-
the Harry Potter one is just coffee. We can't just little things deep, but
Yeah.
you can't get a meal.
I actually want to eat at the Alice in Wonderland place again because I hope the guy like when
Oh,
we
yeah.
went there, the guy playing piano was so
The
much fun.
blind British man that played piano and sang.
And then I yelled your song and he played it.
Yeah.
And then the whole restaurant, like people are eating and they stopped eating and they were singing along with them. It was
That's
really
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was cool.
and then the following weekend, we will be doing another Truth Behind Illusion event. We'll be on location at the Tree of Life shop in Ringtown.
Mm-hmm.
We will be there on location. I guess they're doing an event which is going to be local folklore and stories.
Yeah.
So it's going to be people can come and share their stories and their experiences. And we're going to do a podcast too. So if you want to, while we're doing our thing, you can come in and tell your story, your local folklore, and maybe we'll get to learn some cool stuff in the area. Also,
Mobile focal.
maybe we'll have some people come in and talk the Ringtown Witch, or maybe do a preview of it for a full episode later in the future. Because now that they're our sponsor, we're going to be going there at least once a month and trying to do an episode.
Yeah, come get us a sticker.
Yeah. We have tons. Here, let's hold that up here. We have tons of stickers to give away. So if you come to Jim Thorpe, we'll give you a sticker. And if you come to Tree of Life, I
Jim
have a bunch to
Thorpe.
give away. I got another batch of stickers here for
Banging
those beer
beers?
lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of stickers.
We're next.
Are we?
We're next.
And you can bang a couple of beers in Jim Thorpe.
Yeah, you can bang beers with me and Jim Thorpe,
Yeah, there's even a whiskey place.
or you can even,
get fantastic
some
coffee.
vintage.
sip some. You
Yeah.
can. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm medical. You can smoke pot. You can smoke pot with me at fucking Jim Thorpe if you want to. No,
Not out in the open though, because you don't want to get arrested.
I have a medical card. I can do it.
Okay, you can do it.
If you're not medical
I
card,
don't know how
stay
it
away
works.
from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how that worked.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
how it
can-
works either.
Because you know how we can all drink a beer, but we can't go drink a beer
in
downtown.
public.
And
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how it
bottle.
works.
I don't know.
He's gonna
I don't
find out.
I'll find out in Jim Thorpe.
should find out.
Because if I'm walking all day, I'm going to be in a lot of pain. So I will bring my medicine. Yeah. Yeah. So they have those cool events coming up. Maybe we'll do some on location, not cool in high school soon. Maybe at some fun places. Maybe we can get in touch with the local comic book store like we were going to do before pandemic hit, and we could do an episode there.
Alchemist Cove.
Yeah, we'll do one on like go there on a Saturday.
I started a pull list there because I want to help them out.
A what?
A pull list is you tell them, hey, I want Spider-Man, I want Captain America.
Well, how about we do
I
this?
want Batman.
The comics
I go there now.
The comics that we get for the show, we'll get from him.
Yeah, that's
We'll
what I
do
was
that.
gonna say because it's easier. Yeah.
Okay.
What days do you go for comics?
Well, you can go any day. Well, it's right there. What Wednesday is new comic book day, so that's when the new books come out. You don't have to go Wednesday, but he's open every day. So
What time do you go?
well, like tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll probably go. I'm off, so like 1 o'clock.
No,
maybe.
never mind.
Yeah.
I was just like, if you
Yeah.
wait till like
Yeah.
4:30 when I get home, I'll
Yeah.
go with you. Go comic book shopping. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that fucking nonsense. Here is Michael Band's song he gave to us called "The Ballad of Quentin Tarantino." Thank you so much for the music. Thank you guys so much. If you do support, remember if you grab a merchandise, please send us a photo with you wearing that merchandise so we can put up on our merch pages and all that other fun stuff and support you. We'll see you guys next time. We're out of here.